we are back in action.
Woo! We did
It's
it.
2 weeks. Felt longer.
It really does feel longer.
Felt like a long time.
The
But we are
that was a
here.
long time ago.
And
Tweet.
ready to go. Let's see. Do we have any announcements? No. We don't
We have a
any
competition
announcements.
happening.
We do. We may as well get that out of the way now.
Yeah, because
Oh my god.
I participated.
It was easily the hardest AI generating I've ever done.
So I'm going to. It was tricky. It was a tricky prompt. It was a
really got my wrists.
It's just, you good? That just like perfectly encapsulates the whole problem, right? Like, I worked really hard to have something else do all the work.
Well,
It's the most difficult. I worked so hard on this.
it was tricky. It was a very specific prompt,
Oh my
and
God.
so there wasn't a lot of wiggle room to be had. So
And a lot of scary faces.
we have a little AI art competition once again.
We live for it.
Oh, okay. I'll
Some of us love
keep
it.
doing them.
And by some of us, I mean me specifically.
You guys enjoy them.
me
it sounds
specifically
like.
also love
Okay.
them.
I got to participate this time, and then I was like, I don't know how to use an AI generator, and then I learned.
Yeah, easy peasy. Okay. So first,
And then I learned.
should we do a recap first, or should we do the AI art show first?
Well, maybe the recap because then it leads into the
Yeah, let's do
AI,
that. Who's
right?
doing the recap?
I had inspo.
It disintegrate.
Who needs inspiration?
Not me.
That one can't wait.
Hey, you
Brit
two.
can't wait.
Do you guys need inspiration?
Also
Maybe.
the
I
Maroon.
need it.
Hey, you two.
Oh, I love that one.
Hey, you two.
We're listening. I'm
looking.
listening.
You're not responding. So
I just said I don't know when trending.
Hey, you
I need it.
this
I need
pertains
it.
to all of us. Are you listening?
I need inspiration
No.
so I can do it.
All right.
Wait,
Shannon,
I can do it.
too late. She already raised her hand.
Unless you have really strong feelings, do you?
Let's do it to it.
I can't imagine.
There wasn't a lot.
I already
There's a
have
lot.
inspiration.
Okay. Okay, I'll do it, I guess. Okay, great. I was session 65, which is cool. Okay.
What did you say?
65, which is cool.
65.
A gentleman 65.
Oh, here are my photos if they help.
Oh, yeah. Here's some photos. An angry man tree and a sloth.
Okay. So where did we start?
We were in initiative against some tree roots, and it was those orange trees, sir. And it was suspicious. I knew it.
Sir?
Sir? My guy.
My guy.
Do you know that you have a face on your tree?
My guy. Look at that. Okay.
Tree face.
Okay.
Thoughts on trees.
There was a face in the trees? Question mark, exclamation point?
It's called an interrobang.
Is it really?
Mhm.
Oh, great. Okay, we killed it. It was hard.
It wanted to eat us.
I don't think it
Top
did
of it.
any damage to you guys, though. Did it? Oh, it maybe a little bit
Mm-hmm.
with its roots
I think so.
at the
It
beginning.
got someone. Willow? Got Willow?
It got me and dragged me a little bit.
It was
Yeah.
dragging people.
It's like, look at
Dragon.
your hair.
People.
And then this guy.
It was that guy.
Well, yes,
This
because
is the
that was
second
how
guy.
you got
The second tree.
Oh,
fought.
yeah.
But yeah, okay,
Remember?
so then
I just watched
Gyrus was Narcissus. Or Narcissus-like, and was obsessed with his narcissistic.
Oh,
if you
Oh,
will.
yeah.
I was like Narcissus. Sounds like a Greek god.
Wizard Dragon
It
is appreciating
Oh.
your hair.
It is.
Cool.
Narcissus.
Okay.
Thank you.
Great. That's how we took that.
Yeah, good. That's what I meant.
Fabulous.
But someone turned him into a sloth. Was it you?
Hi there. Yeah.
Oh,
it's me.
yeah!
I totally
I
forgot about
polymorphed him.
I'm
I polymorphed him into a
Completely
sloth
forgot
and
about
then just
that.
held on to it.
Which I
Yeah,
didn't
that was
bring a
great.
sloth today.
Oh!
Oh! Where did that come from?
It's so
My kid's
tiny.
toy set.
It's
Itty bitty.
It's so
That
tiny.
is a choking hazard.
He has the tiniest
And it's like a
face.
perfect size for D&D.
hanging
You
off of a
Look,
character.
can hang that off of you.
Oh my god, I
Who
love
Who was
him.
carrying it?
I was.
Gladys, yeah.
Yeah, the little,
The
That's
most
perfect.
feeble of all of you.
little baby Bjorn.
But I was so excited about it. In
Yeah.
the baby Bjorn.
And the baby Bjorn.
In the baby Bjorn. We
I
turned him into a sloth.
That's Hi. With the crown.
Okay. There was a zombies 2 tree. I don't know. What do you think that is? What do you think that
Yeah,
is?
well, the tree was like pretending to be a tree.
That you thought it
really
was a tree
hard,
is what
yeah.
I wrote.
Bet you thought I was a tree! And it
Yeah.
was.
Oh yeah, that
It
was
was.
good. Yeah.
And it
And
was
Demian
this
casted a counter spell to dispel
Circle of
Big.
Death.
the
Yeah.
Circle of Death. And then we
Which
had
isn't as
initiative
potent as-
against the Gnarlwood.
Yeah, I think that's what it was
Nice,
called.
great.
Yeah.
Then Bard was around and he was like.
Yes, he
Yes,
was.
that's exactly it.
Yeah, he was
exactly what
around.
he
That's the noise he makes.
And we had to strike up a deal.
Yeah, that was perfect.
See? Spot on.
Yes.
Automatic meow wolf.
Yes. Yes. It's Malwolfish. Anyway, okay. What else?
What happened with Bard?
He was floating around, and then he was singing to us, but in our heads. And he said he would lead us to the Elven City if we led him somewhere. And we were like, that's sus, Bard. And
Super
then
vague.
we went kind of back and forth. Yeah, look at him. Okay. And then we kind of decide we probably need to commit to him because he gonna kill us someday,
So I did.
somehow.
Just
I don't think he ever threatened you. He just
That's
No,
true, I think it
but
was just
he's
you.
powerful,
menacing.
and we're scared of him. So we said that we would take him wherever he wanted to go.
Willow specifically, right?
Willow specifically. He created this like black hole portal thing, and
was
then we
pretty
walked
cool.
through
It
it,
was.
and then we
It was
popped
nice.
right out at the base of the Elven City, and Eliora was waiting for us, and then we leveled up.
And you leveled up. Very good. Yeah, so not a lot happened. Some battle and chat with the Bard.
Okay, great. The Bard.
Bard.
Bard
The
is-
wandering caretaker.
the bard is shaking.
Got it.
Very good. Inspiration you get.
Yay!
All right. Now,
Hell yeah.
it's going to come up later, but let's do it now so I can clean up some of my stuff so I can be a better DM here. So I gave the players a prompt to give me a fashion show in this elven city, which they will totally not attend. It's completely unrelated to D&D.
Oh,
Wanna
really?
see- No, I'm just kidding.
That would
Just
be
for fun.
funny.
It's like you walk by it and you see it happening. All right, moving on.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right.
You guys don't have teams.
So moving forward for all of you guys. Psst.
I'm listening.
You're going to take your phone away?
Yeah,
Um,
no, next
What?
time.
All right, so you all sent some really great ones, but moving forward, I'm gonna want just one or two from each of you instead of like 5.
I said 5.
Listen, I only sent 2.
You did.
Therefore, I said
I couldn't handle it. I was like, I said 5. Admittedly, I said 5.
So the issue I have is a lot of these are really good. It was really hard for me to pick like a winner. That's why I need less entries.
I
That's
understand
why.
that.
That's what you always. That's
But
what
it's
we always
interesting.
say. But
What's
is
hard-
it true?
It was like,
No,
I
it's
like
super
this
true.
one the
Okay.
best. However, what if this one works for this
Yeah.
storyline better? What if this one works better
Yeah.
for this?
And you have to imagine what I want, not yeah. So,
Yeah,
okay.
because you were like
What is the date?
23rd.
completely subjective.
Yeah.
It's what I'm imagining.
Yeah,
Mhm.
whoever gets closest to what it's
Yeah.
in my imagination. Yeah, yeah.
That's why it doesn't bother me in the slightest if I don't win.
Okay,
It's
great.
also the best way to be a parent.
All right, in last place.
Oh, jeez.
I don't love that.
Oh, that's
Aw.
cool.
Is this one.
Oh, it's indoors and pretty.
Yeah, so
wow,
it's-
that's actually really nice. No one has scary faces. Mine all had scary faces.
Yeah, still not great about the faces. Especially if you're giving like elf face prompts.
Who did
Give them
this?
some-
I specifically put Tolkien-style elves.
Nice.
Is it serious?
Interesting.
All right, last place is Kyle.
Good job. Kyle.
You're in last only because all of your
inside.
designs were inside like more of like a stone cathedral type location.
I couldn't get it to.
Yeah.
I couldn't get it to be more treey.
But at least your faces.
Be
I had like
more
the best outdoor situations, and their faces were fucking scary.
Okay, now I can see it better. Okay.
I was like, I don't know how to fix this.
This one is not one that I'm going to be putting up for the competition, but I thought it was super interesting, so I'm going to show it anyway. But this is outside the competition.
Oh, cool.
I don't know what's going
That was
on
mine.
there.
That
but
was
it's-
yours?
Yeah,
That's
I
very
worked
cool.
hard to get that.
I don't know
That's
what's
so
going on there.
crazy.
but
That
it's
was like
really
30
cool.
minutes hanging out with the image generator.
30 minutes. Super cool. I thought that it needed to be seen. So, good job on
Very
that.
cool.
But it doesn't count. for
Honorable
us.
mention.
Honorable mention.
couldn't
Okay,
tell you what month that was.
now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I have one more honorable mention. It's this one.
Ethan says anti-shan.
Ooh, that's good.
Oh, that
Who's
was
Why are
this?
their
I think
ears?
it's mine.
Those ears are
This
so
looks like
big.
one of mine, yeah.
Those ears.
I really liked it because of the scale. If you look like at the trees in the background, it just goes up and up and up, and also just the vibe of it was very good.
Like one of the only ones I could get without the roots. A lot of the ones that I got.
Yeah, it's hard.
It was like at the base of the tree.
No one understands the like.
Yeah,
city
come on, AI.
And Questlove wouldn't be in there
Mine
at
got
all.
weird.
Okay.
Mine also got weird.
In fourth
Yours is so fun.
place,
I said please and thank you. I said please
So
a few
did I.
times.
I said please.
in fourth place is this one. If this were a wedding venue, I'd love to attend.
Wow!
It doesn't have the height that I was hoping for.
Tis me. Tis sad.
Wow, it's
Very
good.
That is a good one. Yeah.
Wait, what
I-
did you write?
No, I eventually did say walking down an aisle because I couldn't get anyone to be staring. Like
runway?
I wanted like a runway where people are actually there.
Mhm.
I got a lot of people just like walking down an aisle with
Mhm.
no
I
one
ended
around.
up getting like
So then I
real
said,
pictures.
A wedding, but she's wearing green kind of thing.
Yeah.
All right, so very good, but not just
If it was a
just missed
wedding,
the
I would
mark.
love to attend.
All right, third place, and
This is so fun. I love
I
this.
think a minor healing potion. Is that what I said?
Third place was honorable mention.
Third place was on.
Third
And
place,
second
honorable
place.
mention? Sure.
Yeah. I think third
And
was
first
just
place
honorable.
was something.
I'm still having a hard time between
And then if
these
no
two.
one wins,
They're
we
very
die.
similar, but I'm gonna go with this one. Will be third place, but just know it was a tough decision.
Ooh.
Was that yours?
I think it was mine. Yeah, that's a good one.
That's
Very
nice.
This is yours,
Nice.
Josh, right?
That one's one of mine, yeah.
Yeah.
See, this is nice. See, also hard for everybody to be staring in.
Mm-hmm.
Like I had a
Yeah.
really hard time to find that. That was nice.
Very
That's
good, Josh.
Man, that looks like a scene out of Bridgerton.
nice.
Yes, it
Bridgerton
does.
season
Have
great.
you
Oh,
watched it?
so
Yes.
good.
Oh,
Yes.
I
Have
need to
you
watch
watched
it. I need to watch it.
I'm in. We need to
Okay.
debrief.
Yes.
2-1, baby.
And then in
Is he a good one?
second place,
Oh, great.
Oh, he saw it.
in second place, a minor healing potion or 50 gold, or inspiration if you so choose, is this one. Again, because of the scale,
Ooh,
Very
that's
cool.
good.
first
and I thought, and
Happy for you.
I thought it would be an
not
interesting
mine.
where if the fashion show were to take place, you just have like hundreds of models, and there's just so many dresses and outfits and all,
Yeah.
and so they're just constantly just tons of people. I
That's
love that
cool.
idea.
That's pretty.
Who made that one?
I did.
Nice.
Nice.
Also, like they're up
Maybe
in the
not.
trees.
I guess
Yes.
maybe not.
And
Since
also,
they all
yeah,
sent
the
multiple
background, the
ones.
trees are massive.
Oh,
I
that's
love
a
it.
good point.
Those are
I
so
didn't think about
cool.
it. I thought it was
Mine
that
is
one.
not. Yeah, same.
Okay, and
I don't
then
know.
thus first place because of the like opulence and the flowers and just
Flowers.
there's
Flowers.
everything about it makes me think that
Yes.
like
That looks like Bridgerton.
if elves have all the time in the world, they're gonna have really intricate settings and stuff.
Ooh, and look at the
so-
one person coming down the runway. That's nice.
That's
What did
so
you
cool.
write?
I think I said couture fashion show.
Ooh, couture.
Nice.
But it was really more about the wisteria.
Yeah, with wisteria and
Mhm.
vines and trunks and
Yeah.
Words
Like,
I did not use.
just the sheer like just
opulent.
yeah.
Wow, gorgeous.
That's
Yay!
so
There's so
I've
much
never
going
won
on.
anything.
All right, go ahead and roll a D100.
Oh my god, I'm so happy for
Or
you.
is it a D20?
Oh my god, I've never done this.
I think it's a D100. We'll see what happens.
Wait, what?
Wait, what do I do? Just
She's
We're
this
gonna
one?
see what kind of item you get.
I just rolled this one die.
No.
It's a D100. which
So
is
you
2
roll
dice.
that one and the 10 together.
You know what? Do a D20. Actually, do a D20.
Great. That took a lot of guesswork out of it.
Sorry.
Thank you. 4.
Okay.
Not
Uncommon.
How do you know?
Dust of dryness.
Oh.
Ooh, yeah.
Make it so dry.
Make it so dry.
Okay, read it though.
That's what it does. But, okay.
Boys.
It specifically
That
says
with
one
the-
pellet.
The oil of
So-
slipperiness.
We can create antimatter.
Totally.
Wait, we don't know what it does.
So we do.
You'll have to Google it.
Basically
Damn
like a
it!
black
I
hole.
don't want to Google it. Just
It-
kidding. I'll Google it. It's fine.
It just
It-
absorbs water at a certain area.
A gift that I have to Google
If
for?
it's too humid, you can
absolutely
use it.
not.
Bullshit.
My gift
All
is a
right.
chore. Thanks.
That's
So, way to
cool.
go, everybody! Lots of very cool, and those,
I'm-
and there were some that I didn't show that were also awesome.
I'm
good
so
job.
into doing that every time you ever have that competition. I love that competition.
Seriously.
Good stuff.
I added Zoolander. It was like Zoolander style. Show a couple of times.
You
Yeah,
had-
technically I immediately won.
Yeah, you
Actually-
did. I did laugh out loud. So
Maybe you had one.
So that was good.
I don't remember who had it, but there was like it almost looked like dusk elves. They were like blue faces.
Oh yeah, that was. I had one like that.
That one seemed cool because I thought maybe it would be a cool like underground fashion show or something. I don't know.
Like this
But,
one. Is that?
Yeah, yeah.
That's cool. Spoopy.
All right, good job, guys.
That was a Zoolander one.
That was fun. Good job, everyone.
Yay! That was fun. I love side competitions. Side quests.
Back to the story at hand. So you travel through the portal that Bard created, and you find yourself standing at the base of this magnificent tree. Looking up, you can see Onyn Alari, which is a series of buildings that are built onto all these trees just below the canopy. There's also buildings on the ground level as well, for various purposes. But you see a beautiful spiral staircase that walks all the way around the trunk of the tree and down. And after some time passes, a guard comes by, noticing you, and asks your business, and you inform him what's going on. And I believe you have the name of your contact here.
Yeah.
Eliora.
So he tells you to wait here, and he'll go get her. Down she comes.
Beautiful.
Eliora. I remember love that name.
Eliora. She bows and greets you. She has a couple people behind her. You could call them servants, but in this city that doesn't really apply. There's not really a class system, or even like people have careers, but it's not in the same sort of capitalist way that mortals would have. But immortals have a totally different system of work and economy, especially one so closed off. You know from just living in this world that if you make it to Onyn Alari, you're essentially welcome to stay for free in one of their many beautiful, not hotels, but you could think of it as a free hotel, essentially. Most people aren't able to access Onyn Alari. It's way too dangerous for most people to even get to, and so they've been shut off pretty rigidly, unless you have certain connections and means to travel through either the teleportation circle when it was open. It was closed to you. That's why you guys had to take the road in. And so she walks down the staircase with a few people in tow, introduces herself as Eliora, and there's one like sort of servant, or I want to say, like, think of it like a butler, but as more of a colleague style kind of way, sort of like Sam and Frodo, like sort of more of a companion.
Like a valet? A valet?
Sure, a valet, yeah. And they offer you a cool towel to wipe your face that
nice.
smells of lemon and lavender.
That's always lovely.
Lightly scented.
A crushed iced drink.
Yes.
That's like a mojito style drink for you to sip.
Why isn't this real light?
And they walk you over to another tree where there is an elevator that can be used, unless you want to take the long walk up to chat.
Mechanical or magical?
Mechanical.
I love elevators.
It's just a simple like
I wanna
rope
do
and pulley system.
Little hand crank guy.
Kimmy
That's what I
Schmidt
would do.
is just standing there.
Who
There's
Kimmy Schmidt?
It's just like, if I stop this crank, outside will die. It's funny, I was with you.
So would you like to take the long way up and chat with Eliora, or the short way up to get to your rooms?
I don't care, but the elevator seems nice.
It's about like what did I say? About 4 p.m. probably.
I don't know.
You did all that battling in one day, or 2 days. You did a long rest, I think.
No, we
It
tried.
was all well.
But you told us to, like, level up as
You're
well.
about to have a long rest, so that's why I said that. So okay, so it's been one big day of battle. You guys are all bloodied and covered in stuff.
Yeah.
Let's go though quickly.
Quick way.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Oh no, I don't trust mechanical attractions.
Eliora
You're
says,
mechanical, my love.
I think that is a fine idea, so that no one passes by you on the way up and sees you in such a state.
Oh, yes, we are.
Prince
This is not
Ulvereth and his council have told me about your purpose here in Onyn Alari. You have a meeting with the Lord of Onyn Alari scheduled for tomorrow morning. For this evening, we have set up rooms for each of you.
Oh, that's nice.
And I will be of your service until you make your way back to Arstelia. Why don't you enjoy a fresh bath, some hors d'oeuvres, champagne, wine, whatever you may want. And I'll return to retrieve you for a late dinner. Very good.
Very good. And Gladys kisses her.
She's
As
like,
is the custom. Just getting the customs wrong.
She stabs you.
she is sort of the what's the word? Like, diplomat that goes between the Arstelia and Onyn Alari sometimes in her history. So she knows human customs and is very more kind and understanding.
Look at her. She's got the kindest eyes.
Mm-hmm.
She really does. I forgot my mom's name.
All right, so they lead you to
No, I didn't. I'm sorry.
They lead you to your rooms. Your rooms are cool and fresh. Think of a penthouse in a tropical paradise.
Sounds crazy. I can picture.
There's a
Okay.
there's an inside there's an inside bath, an outside shower, like a open air shower. You can use. There is fresh cut fruit and vegetables, a charcuterie board in the kitchen.
We each have our own of that?
Yeah, all of this is ready for you and waiting.
What choices have I
Just
made?
amenities everywhere. So many amenities.
If I could
Amenities.
just live there, that'd be great.
I bring the fruit.
This cheese is always here.
I don't know how
I don't know how he does it.
I bring the fruit and charcuterie over to Baz's room.
I eat it
I don't
willingly.
need these.
Baz yells, "Go away! I'm showering."
I'm sorry, she would never turn down cheese, okay? I know it's not shrimp, but...
No, I just try to throw it over to her open air shower.
She's not even in there. Slap,
Are you
slap,
getting
slap.
it? Are you getting this?
It's just raining cheese in the shower.
I don't know, I really think I should roll for it.
Sir, please stop. I'm just trying to share. I don't see food.
My guy.
Sharing is caring.
Would we have guests with us? We would.
I mean, that's up to you.
How would they have handled guests?
They would have offered to board him.
Can we board guests?
Yeah.
To waterboard?
I don't think so.
They ask instructions.
Forest board him.
They ask instructions for how to care for Gus.
He likes vegetables.
Okay.
He likes vegetables.
Plenty good.
No.
That's all vegetables disguised as cake.
No, because that's
Skis.
To
likes the
slim her
sweets.
up a little bit,
He
you have
likes
to
the
disguise
savories.
vegetables as cake.
What are you talking about? She
Very
is pristine.
Listen,
She is fake.
carrot cake is not cake. I'm sorry.
True enough.
It is quick bread.
sure enough.
It is a quick bread.
So,
Glad we could run that.
eventually someone comes around to offer whatever you may need. Is there anything specific you need to ask for? Like, when you're on a long journey in a hot climate, like say you individually went to a hotel and they said anything you want, what would be something that you would like right when you get there?
Outfit,
That works.
but a razor. Can I shave my legs?
A new outfit sounds good.
No, a new outfit would be lovely, especially for a fashion show. But I mean, that's all I'm
Shrimp.
Well, you don't know that yet.
I know exactly.
Can I get shrimps in the forest?
They have a shrimp alternative, which you may or may not like.
No, not worth it. I'll just
Like
wait.
imitation crab.
It's
Like
a
actual
land shrimp.
What is a land shrimp?
Exactly what you would think is a land shrimp.
I know. Hey, I'll just spring for a new outfit.
Yeah, I mean, truly, new clothes. If they would offer, like, in
Yeah,
a place like this, personally, I would never show up somewhere and ask a hotel for new clothes.
Mm-hmm.
But this is
But, like, that would
amenities
be like
everywhere.
the first thing you would think is like a new outfit would be
Fair enough.
lovely.
And I think you guys have a set of fine clothes, right?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
So you could change into that, or you could ask. That's perfectly fine. They ask you a little bit more detail, as in what kind of clothes are you looking for?
Yellow.
Okay, more specifically, pants,
It's all
boots,
Gladys cares.
heels.
Yellow.
What's the
What's the temperature?
Tropical.
I hope
Nice.
lovely.
It's
Warm.
like 80 and humid.
Okay,
Ugh.
I want to look like one of those rich.
Oh wait, no, it's
You
it's
went that
winter.
way.
Well, although you guys are south of the jungle, so no, it's 80 and humid.
Okay. I want to look like a very rich, what someone would wear on a yacht, like some flowy pants and a flowy top, but I'm pulling it off. So
Okay.
Yeah, but
Some
class.
linen, like linens.
yeah, like
lots
but
of
it's
linens.
oversized
But, like,
and it's just kind of like
old
breezing.
money.
You want a big floppy hat
Yes.
also?
Yeah,
Derby
but
style.
I want it
Mhm.
embroidered with baz on it.
That will take time,
Damn it.
but we didn't have that particular hat ready for you upon your arrival.
That's okay. I'll wait. I'll wait for it.
I
Okay,
can't-
they
I
say they'll have
can't
it ready
imagine
for
what you
you
would ask for.
tomorrow morning. The rest
Yay.
of the clothes they'll have for you shortly.
I am pulling this off. I'm pulling it off.
Nice.
It's never happened to me before.
Anyone
God,
else have
darling, that is
any
lovely.
unique requests after a long
gonna
journey
shave
and,
my
and
head.
Just
coming to
love a
5-star
yellow
hotel?
scarf. A wrap of sorts.
A wrap of sorts.
Jairus wants to get his joints oiled and get polished.
Oh, that's
Okay.
so wholesome.
It makes sense.
They offer you to come down to the Elven Forge,
Love it.
where they
I like
where
that.
they make like mithril armor and
Sounds great.
silvered
I
armor.
have some mithril on me.
So yeah, all of the shiniest of metals, and they chrome you up good.
Yeah. Shiny.
What are you asking for?
Actually,
Looking forward
You're a
to
fish
that.
out of water in
Yeah.
this kind of high
I'm
end.
exhausted, so yeah.
you can take a little snooze
Just like a haircut and get
What
your
do
beard
you
trimmed.
want?
Can I have like a collection of like a variety of the flowers, most like native or unique or
Mhm.
treasured by?
Meanwhile,
This person says that there's fresh cut flowers all around your room,
Oh.
but do you want? He's being mean. Essentially, he's like, do you want more flowers?
bitch, yes. My
Because-
God.
I want
Yeah.
the living ones.
Some potted plants.
Yes.
You want me to bring you potted plants?
That would be lovely.
Okay.
A little
Anything
judgy.
Feels wild. This is
no.
probably what happens to like real celebrities probably ask for shenanigans like that.
Okay, so he'll go off to the
No,
florist,
this is-
the person that takes care of these things, and
I want to talk to them.
after some time, he
You
brings
took the
back.
plants?
He and a few other people bring back a few varietals of potted flowers. Some very tall and big blooms, and some small and more colorful.
I want to talk to them.
Okay.
Just like I just really want to get a sense from them of like what it's like, what Onyn Alari is like from a plant perspective.
Okay. These plants say that they only really know the greenhouse. You said local plants though,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
One of them says that they've got a cousin who lives down on the ground
Ooh.
who says Onyn Alari is
Like
pretty cool because he's got a distant relationship with someone way out in the city of Vifast, and they get trampled all the time. But here, like, the elves seem to like move around them, so it's pretty dope.
Push.
It's pretty dope. It's dope.
That's how plants
this
talk.
is really
These ones do.
Yeah.
These ones.
it's dope as fuck, yo.
These ones.
But they did hear of a rumbling of some type of like disease going around,
Ruh-roh.
turning all the plants black and
Which
rubbery.
we saw that, and
did.
that's they were being. No, we don't know the cause yet, right?
You do.
We do.
Do you guys remember?
It's that guy.
It was
It's
the-
the tree.
Gnarlwood?
Mm-mm.
The tree. That's cool.
Black.
Because that's what leaks the yellow cottage cheese sauce.
Gross!
Like,
I didn't write that down for that reason. I'm out.
No, thank you.
The Kraken's ink seems to be causing problems.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh.
That's
Cottage
right.
cheese problems.
Gross. Disgusting.
The best kind of problem.
Where's this
Infection,
cottage
Kraken
of cheese?
infection.
Where's this cottage?
What is
of
this
cheese?
like?
That sounds nice.
Cottage made of cheese?
Cottage made of cheese?
Fabulous.
Are you telling me a shrimp fried this rice?
What?
Your eyes
Shrimp
fried rice?
Shrimp fried rice.
No, I
Oh,
like
okay.
like it.
Rice that was fried by shrimp.
I don't know if that's a quote from something, but I like it, and I wish it wasn't want someone to now make a little cartoon of a shrimp frying. something.
Land shrimp?
No.
Like, is it a scorpion? Is it...
It cannot be. It's gotta be like
Whatever's
a
the worst
roach.
imagination in your mind.
Beetle is what I would like. A big, like a roly poly.
Roly
So
poly?
Ew!
What is a
I
plant?
was thinking
word?
more roach as well.
Because
but-
they're
We're like
medicinally
cleaning up.
related.
You're cleaning up, and she said that she's gonna come back and grab you for dinner.
Some of us would like a snooze.
You can take a short rest if you need one.
Well, we're getting ready to take a long rest, right?
No, we already
In
took a
the
long one,
evening.
didn't we?
In the evening.
Before
No,
we
you're
got
about to. I let you
Nothing's
do your
gonna
level
happen.
up to make things a little bit quicker when we get here. So and
I see.
a little bit simpler to level up.
I'm gonna
hopefully.
take like
We leveled
some
up.
relaxing. I want to be very posh and take like a nice relaxing bath,
Mm-hmm.
and
I
then
wanna look
wear
really
my
nice.
resort wear.
Yeah, resort wear.
There are bath bombs to be
Great.
that are sitting next to your
Perfect.
bath.
That's what we want.
I'm gonna put some petals
Kelsey
from
needs
some
a
of the
bath with
cut
a bath
flowers
bomb.
into
Mhm.
my bath.
Very
It's
nice.
been a bit.
How close is my
Lovely.
room to everyone else's room?
Oh God, what does that mean?
Well,
Wait,
your
it makes
rooms,
noises in your room.
Ew.
your rooms are like I said, like a penthouse. So you have like a living room, and you have two rooms in your room. room, you have a room on this side and a room
So
on that
fabulous.
side in case you have a guest.
How
or
much does
something.
this cost a book?
A lot.
What?
Apparently.
How much is the cost of book? I'd like to go.
I'd like to stay.
So I don't know, 100 feet.
Okay, cool. Just checking.
They're all,
Why?
they're all
What
like
are
in
you
the same.
gonna ask?
That's sus as hell, my guy.
They're all in the same corridor.
Cool.
My
They sort
guy.
of wrap around.
cut his
a
hand
giant
off.
tree.
I'd like to
Okay.
lock up. Yeah,
I would like to lock my door.
You hear the sound of like a slapping sound.
Oh no.
Oh,
like
God.
like a fleshy slap on
Ah,
tile,
no, we're getting
On
worse.
tile, okay.
and it's a bunch of meats and cheeses falling into somebody's open air
Oh.
shower.
I was concerned.
I was like, oh no.
Where is this going?
Someone is either having a wild night or like just a wild night.
Weird turn, very weird turn. Yeah.
Weird turn.
Ah!
What is that?
Filet shrimp.
He has claws.
Did you just
It's like a
generate
lane
that?
trip.
How do you have any lightning bolts left?
Wait, hang on. It has claws. Shrimp don't have claws, my guy.
A land shrimp does.
I only get like 15 for big.
All right.
The English
it.
community.
Yeah, same.
Me
Anyway.
too.
Do you pay?
No.
You sure?
Apparently no.
Because we only have it's only like 15.
This is how you get to 30 minutes.
This is how I'm doing it for my entire status meeting. I'm just-
I didn't do
Alright.
mine today. I did mine.
I should look into that. Maybe
So-
maybe I'm using my work email.
That'd be great if you were.
I'm doing it on my
Um,
work computer. Check out Bing.
You've binged some weird shit.
My company's gonna be like, fuck.
Spending this money on. All right.
We're gonna need a status update.
Is there
on that
anything
next
else
week.
that you need
I
to
need to
do? Everyone takes a like a rinse.
Yeah.
and such.
A little rinse
You do
off.
your thing, which
Yeah.
is going to take your the whole time.
That's what I was going to say. How much time do we really have? Not a ton. Because I have things I want to do in Onyn Alari, but
Enough to, like,
Yeah,
shower,
for right
take a little
now,
nap.
you'll have some
Yeah, I
downtime.
can't
Sure.
think
yeah.
of anything else.
Okay.
Are you gonna do like it's an oil bath like C-3PO where they just like lower?
if
the oil?
that's how it works.
Well, right now they I mean, you don't need oil to
Yeah.
keep your. I mean, but they.
Right. It's
But it
just-
feels nice.
feels
Mm,
nice.
Okay. All right. You get lube. You get a lube job.
Get lubed
Oh,
job. Lubed up.
I'm gonna go ahead and picture
Careful
it's
of
that
that
it's
gust
like
of
C-3PO, where they
Drying.
just put him in the oil bath in A New Hope.
Get all the sand and dirt out of the
Get all the
joints.
sand out of the joints. And then he goes, this hot oil bath is going to feel so good. In his dumb C-3PO voice.
All right, if there's nothing else, then after some time goes by, Eliora,
A treasure. He's a treasure.
right? That's her
I
name.
love her name. I won't let you forget it.
Oh, that's great. I appreciate it.
Gotta have
Keep it
another kid.
on your list.
It's
for
on
your
my baby
second
name. Eliora, it's beautiful.
That is
It's
beautiful.
beautiful.
All right, so she comes and gathers you up and brings you to, I guess you could say it's a restaurant of sorts. It's just strange here. So like there's not like cafes in the way that you would expect in a normal city. It's much more like everywhere you go is somebody's home in a way.
Oh.
And so if you're gonna go somewhere, you like meet the chef, and it's like a person, and they
Oh,
ask you like
I like
what
that.
a little bit about yourself. You
Is
have a
that an
whole,
elf thing?
you have a whole, yeah. They take their time with everything. So the person who's gonna
Right,
cook
think
for
about
you,
it. They have endless time.
That's true.
the person who's gonna cook for you all is going to ask you about your background, where you grew up, the types of food you had, and it's like a full-on hour conversation before they even begin cooking.
God, what if that was real life?
I want to go
I
travel
just-
here to
I
this
feel
city.
like
I
crying.
don't. If I was going to get a meal, I would be pissed.
Budget.
I would be
mentally
so
I
plan.
typically go to meal when I'm hungry, so
Right.
having an hour-long conversation.
Yeah, but you would know in advance because you have
That's
to probably
fair,
make
sure.
a reservation
If-
and you got to
How
do
about-
your thing.
I love eating food.
I love the
so-
food that is.
How about
But
this?
they could feed you appetizers.
You mentioned maybe somebody mentions
Drinks.
how hungry you are, and they bring out like fresh baked bread and
Yes,
like
right,
that
yeah,
oil and herb dipping.
Yo!
Yeah.
I can't.
I mean, Gyrus doesn't care. He doesn't eat.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about crying. I'm considering it. That sounds
Well, I'm
really.
gonna I'll keep going
nice.
with the opulence. All of this is obviously free, and none of it's requiring any costs.
And talking,
Obviously.
talking with Ron.
The each room can be sort of magically temperature controlled and humidity controlled,
That's what's up.
and so
That is what's up.
Especially when
and
it's
so they'll open certain windows to add air coming through, and there's magical ice essentially that cools that you can open up, like you can open up an ice box.
I'd like to be an elf.
Same.
Live here.
Count me in.
In real
And
life.
so one of the things they ask is it too hot and humid for you all, or do you want to cool it off and dry it up, or anything like that?
Literally perfect.
I
Okay.
feel so
You like the 80
nice.
you like the 80-degree humidity?
What a percent humidity
Gladys
is
is
it, though?
old. She likes hot.
It's actually
Humid,
freezing in
humid,
here.
not so much.
Okay.
My
But
butt
hot is great.
All right. So
Why do old people like
What is
hot
the
so
dew
much?
point?
because they lose all their
Yeah.
mass.
All right. So you have this conversation with this home chef essentially, and you're in this room that overlooks a sort of a gap in the trees, where there's a suspended lake, if you will. It's more like a pond than anything, and it is smooth as glass. And
Oh no.
the way that it's what? Oh, luckily it's sort of a distance.
Oh, I
So-
didn't cross my mind.
there are mirrors in your room,
Well,
though.
I'm shiny
so
enough
wait.
now.
Oh, you didn't really take
Isn't
a
it
look
just
in your
an
room,
hour?
did you? It's 1d4 hours.
Oh, how many hours did you roll?
We haven't done anything yet. So when you went into your room, did you go exploring your room and the bathrooms and stuff? Probably. I don't know. Maybe not.
I would have no reason to go in the bathroom.
Okay, fine.
You would have no reason to go to the bathroom.
You just. The only thing
doesn't
is
need
you
a
might not
sheet.
be attending this because
He
you're
doesn't
just going to
need a
be
sheet.
in the
Doesn't-
mirror
Preening.
for like 4 hours while everybody eats.
I'm just saying, I got really shiny.
Yeah.
I got chromed up, so I just see myself in my own
Oh,
reflection.
you reflected into your own body.
Yeah.
Why don't we?
Oh, no.
All right, if that's the case, roll a charisma saving throw.
Oh,
Can we say I at least made it to dinner
Yeah.
before this happens?
What? No, it would happen right away.
No.
I'm sorry, wisdom
No,
save.
it's happening
Wisdom
now.
save.
Sorry, no.
That's even better. I'm gonna use one of my Indomitables.
what are your what?
Indomitable.
Indomitable.
What's an
14.
indomitable?
Good, you're fine.
He gets cerebral.
You're like, you look pretty good.
I'm like,
No.
damn,
Oh, it's
and I
okay.
keep walking.
Damn.
All right, so you're good for the day.
I don't even need a shave or anything.
I'll say that if you succeed, you're good for 24 hours,
Okay.
like most charms. Okay. All right, so you are at this at this place, as I was mentioning, you have a view of this glassy pond, and because of the reflection and this gap in the canopy, you can actually see the night stars through the reflection. Something you wouldn't be able to see most of the forest because the canopy is so thick. But they coax the trees to open in
You know
that
what?
area.
I'm thinking elves are getting a bad rap. This seems pretty nice.
I'm sold.
This seems pretty good.
Everything that looks good on the outside is always good on the inside. So.
Sometimes that's
Always.
true.
And so the home chef talks to you all and gets your background and what you like and you don't like, and he reassures you that the land shrimp isn't nearly as scary as you might think. If you're feeling adventurous, to just try it. He'll bring some out, and you could take it or leave it. How about that?
Gotta try it.
It's interesting. We just called it something different. We could market it better.
Land shrimp.
Land shrimp's not great.
Land shrimp.
So yeah, you is there anything is anyone going to drink extra heavy, or just kind of have a nice even-keeled evening?
Baz is
Glass
going to
feels
behave
good
herself for
me.
once because she's so blissed out on this resort wear and this like being fancy.
Also, she's not under the influence of shrimp, so.
And she's not under the influence of shrimp.
He does bring out a small plate with sort of with what looks like what's the white circular?
Scallop?
Yeah, it looks like a scallop.
Yeah, I eat it.
With an orangish sauce and like a green onion on top.
Yeah,
Very-
I eat
very
it,
elegant.
obviously.
Okay, it tastes like the best shrimp you've had in a long time.
That's sus as hell. But okay, I'm down. But I'm blissed out. I had land shrimp.
He's happy that you got over your fear of land shrimp.
You and me both, brother.
All right.
Bro.
What is
Just-
What is it?
Yeah.
It's scallops.
It's like a big bug
Mm.
that is. I mean, just like
Oh my god, you know what it
just
is?
like ocean bugs.
It's
right?
a bug. It's the bug from New Emperor's New Groove, where she sets it down and then
That's
has to
it.
whack it and it flops
And they
open.
use the straw.
Yes,
and
and he
slurp it
sucks.
out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's that.
I was basically picturing a scorpion.
Way better, yeah.
I'm picturing a beautiful.
A mix between a scorpion and a
Great.
a crab.
Do the elves, would they appreciate it if we spoke in Elvish to them? Or would it seem like
I can do that now.
tourists,
I also
you know?
can do that.
I'm
Anyway.
assuming you asked Eliora.
Yeah, I'll ask Eliora that.
Yeah.
She'll
Yeah,
say
Yeah.
that it depends on the elf, but some people will admire you for giving it your best try.
Yeah, it's always
Others
kind.
will be stuck up about your accent or your flawed grammar or syntax.
Okay.
Baz speaks
Kind of like how
Elvish.
France is with people who speak French.
Yeah, it's like
Oh,
just
no.
speak
Wow.
common. You know that well enough,
People
and
speak
some
English.
like don't
disparage
butcher
our language.
don't butcher the Elvish language if you can't speak it well enough. It's essentially
Well, mine all comes
the
from
case.
ancient Elvish poetry, so it's going to be very, like...
long and
Lofty.
flowery.
Yeah, very, very lofty, very,
Okay.
Like
Roll
Old
a
English. Like the bards.
roll a I don't know intelligence check.
Intelligence?
I'm thinking of
does
just
it say
recall.
here?
You know,
Sure.
essentially.
I don't know.
Could it be the
You-
could it be history?
Because I'm
Sure,
proficient in that.
sure.
Okay.
Got a 9.
Proficiencies in
Okay,
No, 10.
okay.
Makes sense that you wouldn't print
Your
I'll fix it.
vocabulary is good, but your accent is poor.
What do you mean my accent is poor?
And so it's kind of
I like that.
yeah, that's how you sound.
Yeah. But in Elvish.
It's like
We?
they-
What we?
So anyway.
Okay. Cool.
Any other questions for Eliora?
Baz is I don't have a question, but Baz is gonna speak in Elvish because
Okay.
she's half elf,
Mm-hmm.
and it's.
Well, you're not going to ask about your mom?
Oh my god, my mom!
She's so blissed out.
And plus, I'm like, why are we even here? Yeah, I asked Eliora about my mom.
Vacation?
She doesn't know this person. And well, you knew that she lives
She's
just
in,
south of
Bypass-ish.
Bypass.
Yeah. I'm just checking because
Mhm.
we're down the street. Hey, what's the deal What's the Teleora with
Teleora.
what's the
Teleora.
Teleora here with
What's a
the
Teleora?
Embers?
It's a new term.
Are they around?
No.
That's probably good.
No,
That's really good.
I know of them from my experiences in Austelia and in Bifast. They have not infiltrated our city.
That seems.
They don't have the means or the access to our city.
Can I roll an insight check?
Yeah.
What even? Oh! Yay!
15.
16 for me?
Mhm.
Wait, no. What?
Simple math.
Is
It's
insight?
the hardest.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm good.
Okay.
16.
You good? You
All right.
got a cookie?
Actually, no, but I
She seems,
pretty sure
to
it's
be.
16.
She seems to be telling the truth. You don't notice any deceit in her eyes or her tone.
Very kind eyes.
Because you can't see the
I know. Look at those eyes.
signal.
It's true.
Mhm.
What? Her eyes. They're so kind.
Perfect.
So allow me to provide you with an itinerary for tomorrow.
I love an itinerary.
You may take as much time when you awake in your room and receive breakfast in your room, or you can return here for a breakfast of your choosing,
At what time?
whatever time you choose.
Fabulous.
The meeting with Lord Averell.
Averell.
Yeah, Averell. If you want how it's spelled
Shit.
on my end, Avourel.
That's not how I spelled it.
Last name is Yinarin. Yinaren. Lord Yinarin and
That's
his
this one.
council
I-Y-I-N.
Yep, I had spelled the last name wrong.
will be
Okay.
after what some of you may know is the high tea hour.
I love IT.
I also love IT.
If you would like to experience the Elven high tea
Definitely, yes.
ceremony,
I would love to.
I will have seating arranged for you then.
Baz just nods, keeps nodding her head, and is like, yes.
And
Yes.
who does anyone
Finally.
have? I guess you have some experience in. I guess just you.
But not like tons. I left when I was
Experience of what?
13.
Roll a I guess roll a history check.
A 9.
Okay. Sounds great.
Oh no.
Sounds fine.
Gladys is Elvish.
Sounds
Yay.
like a high tea.
She's half elf.
You're half elf. I wonder if you've ever traveled to Onyn. It's unlikely.
But is it Onyn specific or is it elf specific?
elf specific? Specifically for the Onyn. Go ahead and roll a history check for yourself.
She's
as
been
well.
around, you know.
The
Mhm.
elves here don't love that kind of music.
What?
They're not into pop music.
Oh, they're not. Got it.
The tours didn't really.
We don't remember.
High tea sounds great.
High tea sounds great.
All right.
Was all the
Better than
drugs.
low
Yeah,
tea,
the
am I
last
right?
time.
Drugs and alcohol. This is why we're sober now, darling.
I knew it.
We've
All right.
been through a lot, but we don't remember a lot.
So wherever you go, you're going to be followed by your valets, essentially.
Okay. Great. Do they have names? Are they friendly?
Yeah, they have names. I'm not going to give them to you because
That's
there's
fine.
not any
Because they're
purpose
the
for
help.
them. The point is you are
There- That's a
You are-
capitalistic notion, Kyle.
you are escorted around everywhere you go by this individual.
Thanks, pal.
And does it feel like
Roll an insight check.
I'm gonna roll an insight check. Is it
natural one?
Okay,
Feels
but wait.
out of the
Mine
way.
is like a 20-something
Like a 20-something.
insight.
It's like a 20 and something.
It's okay. It's not. It's a 19.
Okay.
But which is like
Practically 20.
it's like practically 20.
Jeez.
Born in the 2000s.
It
Like, are they suspicious of us, and are they like watching?
they are watching you. Everything you do, they're watching you. But they're always attentive to any questions you might have, or
Are they like keeping guard outside our rooms and stuff?
someone is outside your room each night, not
That's
necessarily them. When you try to leave your room, they say for you to wait for your valet to arrive, and they'll go get them, and you'll be escorted around. So you get the sense that it's a combination of them watching you for your help,
I get
as
that.
in like you don't know their customs, you don't know where you're going, you have no idea.
But
This,
also-
like this is
gonna
we'll
watch
find
us
it.
too.
getting lost in Onyn and Alari is super easy for mortals.
It's like Venice.
And
How to get over there? Seriously.
yeah, there's no Google Maps. And also you get the sense that they're also watching you for security reasons.
Sure,
also.
sure. All fair.
They don't know you, they don't know what you're up to.
We're in their city.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they
And
should have
they
been
don't.
looking around, too.
Gladys and Baz know they don't like half elves, right? Or what's their feeling?
That's again a individual elf thing where some find you to be
Mudblood.
gross, yeah,
Got it.
and crude, and
It's not generally
and
accepted.
if I'm not mistaken, what I said last time was they sort of pity you.
Yeah. Right.
Pity the fool.
They pity
I don't live quite as long.
your existence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Like
we don't
so
live as
so
long.
close to immortality, but you could never.
so far.
Yeah.
I know. I want to be mortal. I get it.
I get it.
Shit.
All right, so you have a lovely dinner that evening. Head back to your rooms. You are allowed to wander the Onyn Alari. The walkways are lit with a cool white light, almost like starlight, rather than flames. Anyone want to roll an Arcana check? They can on what that is.
Sure.
That's big.
It's just for flavor. It's not super important. But
That's what?
I might as well just say it. but-
That's a 9. Yeah, go for it.
For sure.
Well, if you're
Feel it
interested in
out,
what it
so-
is,
Sure.
you ask like, what are these lights? And they mention to you that over the course of several years, thousands of years ago, there was an initiative by one of the lords of Onyn Alari to light the city with, it's called, is it Endless Flame?
Something like that.
There's a spell that essentially is a flame that never goes out.
I'm committed to living here.
And so there's
I'm giving
That's
up
the
on our
Olympic
quest.
torch.
I no longer
It's
care about
the Olympic
anything else.
yeah.
I'd like to open a bookstore here. What do we need to do?
I suddenly care about nothing else and would just like to live here.
You just want me to describe fancy things to you.
Yes.
Yes.
You need to be a word picture. I would like to fall in love in this city.
Yes.
And so you're full. You're enjoying the cool breeze that accompanies the nights here.
It's nice.
Um,
Not too shabs, my guys.
you wander around and you see just statues, fountains, art just everywhere of various kinds.
It's nice.
Can we buy any art? Say
You-
Gladys is very interested in one piece of art. She asked
You
her
ask
little...
your valet,
Yeah.
and they're like,
He's so offended.
they say, how do I put this?
Oh no.
Hard no.
Yeah.
No,
You
is a good way to put it.
specifically.
But more like,
Fuck no.
how can I relate this to a mortal? Like someone walking up to you saying, "I want your horse. How much?" Or "I want
It's a beautiful
your..."
dog. How much?
Yeah,
Ah.
essentially, like
And does your dog buy it?
yeah, like somebody coming up to you, like asking you to buy their pet. I'm like, no,
That's so weird.
I'll give you
buy my
10,000
pet.
for your,
Heard.
for your dog.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'd sell my dog for 10,000.
No, you would not.
So you
Absolutely, I
Absolutely. I
She's
would.
getting toward the end anyway.
Yeah.
Aw.
All right, then you return to your suites, enjoy some quiet time
Gladys is gonna read a book by the fire.
in Onyn, Alari.
Is there a fire?
If you would like a
I
fire.
would like fire. And
But,
air
but not
conditioning.
in the fire.
A fire and air conditioning.
Yeah, because I don't want humid fire.
What
sounds
about just
awful.
like fire on the TV? Fire
No,
ambiance,
I
magic
want-
fire,
I want it air conditioned perfectly, nice and like 67.
and
Done.
then the fire is on.
But then the fire's on.
'Cause
I'm
you wanna
snuggled
feel
up next to the
cozy.
fire 'cause I wanna
Yeah.
feel cozy.
Oh wow,
For sure.
I cannot relate. I
That
don't
is
want
what I
that.
personally want.
You sleep in a cold room with warm blankets,
Yes.
a fire crackling in
Okay,
the
that
room.
does sound
That
pretty
is
good.
perfect.
Periodically in the evening, someone brings in more wood, so you've got a full fire the
Oh, this
entire
is some
night.
Outlander
This is-
shit.
This
They
is
use their stealthiest of elves, so that their stealth checks are like you do not hear them,
Oh,
no
I
matter
love-
how
I
your
love
high your
this.
passive perception is.
I love this.
I love this.
All right, the next morning, you have your breakfasts either in your room, up
Gladys
to
is
you,
for sure being at the breakfast at 6 a.m. Sure.
going to that place that
Yep.
you were the day before. Okay.
That person's house.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ooh,
no,
we
it's
offered.
totally open. Sure.
You can-
Elves don't sleep, so
They don't.
no,
They
they have 4
trance.
hours of meditation,
Oh.
so they're up. They're waiting.
They're up. They're
ready
awake.
for
They're
ya.
you know
Is that
they're
early
early
enough to
worms.
see the sunrise reflected on the water?
Oh, it's before the sunrise. It is wintertime still, so yeah, you can have breakfast. You can have breakfast while the sun rises if you would like.
I wouldn't,
Yeah,
but
that
that does
sounds
sound
good.
nice.
Sure.
All right. So, were you planning on going here the whole time? All right. So you talk to this person, and he has your breakfast waiting for you. That's
Perfect.
personalized for you.
Wow.
Nice.
What does she have?
Coffee.
What does she want?
Coffee.
Just coffee.
Coffee
That's
is
how she's saying
not
so
food.
slight.
She is old. Like,
Like coffee and a scone.
Coffee and 1 slice of bacon.
Yep.
Scone.
Oh, I'm so full.
No. Shh. Wow.
A scone like when
She
we're
can,
in
She's
have, she, can have
vegetarian.
a, she can have a big appetite.
But no, just a scone.
a scone like the ones you get at Starbucks, or like a scone like when you're in England and you get a scone.
England.
Got it.
With like jam,
jam and
butter.
I needed it, and like that clotted cream.
Yeah.
There
And
you
it
go.
better
We were
be a-
getting to clotted cream.
Clotted
It's
cream
not a
if you have not
thing.
had.
I live.
Ask your wife, I bet she knows.
Okay.
She
It's-
does know. Al does know.
I bet
We've had it
Yeah.
on our adventures.
Okay.
It's cream
It is
that's basically
super-
cooked
it's
at
like-
a really
oh,
low
it's like whipped
temperature
butter.
for a really long time.
Ah.
And,
Whipped butter. It's so good.
and it's just a little more
and it's like,
concentrated than the
I'm trying to get everybody to describe it all at once.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I got it all. I absorbed everything.
Okay.
It's-
Good.
It is
lovely.
good.
All right.
Um,
If you like butter, you'll like clotted cream.
Sure, everybody does.
Mhm.
Yeah, and some bark for you to eat.
Did you come down at 6 a.m. too?
yeah,
that
to
would
see the
just
sunrise.
Be a delight.
You eat bark,
I
Willow?
kid. I kid.
No.
Oh, I was like, hey
she's
man,
a vegetarian.
she's a friend of the trees.
Except that one time I drunkenly ate a taco.
Oh yeah, but it could have been like
Gladys is
mushroom taco.
choicitarian.
I
She
don't-
tries
I
to
don't
eat
think it was.
vegetarian.
It was
Sometimes.
sofritas.
So
The sofritas.
It was a
Sofritos.
tofu taco.
All right. Well,
I
there's
think it was pork.
there's tea,
I think it was
coffee,
described
I think it's
espresso,
Is
Yes.
everyone
Oh.
like in that sort of like big
I need
French
my
like
own.
copper like with all the
I
knobs.
also-
Yes.
Oh, I also want that.
I
Can
am
we
going to
vacation here?
I know.
In
I
real
would pay a lot of
Sounds
money
like
if someone
somebody's
just
retiring
paid
here.
this place.
Hmm?
I'd pay a lot of money to go stay at a place like this.
How
The
much?
great thing is that you don't have to pay anything here.
Yeah, sure.
That is
You
great.
just have to survive the
You,
journey.
you do have to survive the journey or have connections to the teleportation circle. Yes. All right. You have your breakfast. Is anyone else? You can do. You said you had things you want to do.
There
you
are
have
things-
you have half a day to
Yeah,
do
presumably high tea would be in the afternoon.
so. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's
Okay.
like a 1 p.m. start.
I love
Then
high tea. I love high tea.
So you didn't have anything. you
no,
planned
there
on
are
doing.
there are two things. There are two things specific, like kind of three things that I want to do. So
Name one.
the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna ask and hopefully be guided to
Gid.
whatever
I'm just kidding.
Sure. Whatever temple
Okay.
they have. Presumably they worship Corlon. I'm gonna go up like.
I'll allow you to fill in my gap of knowledge
Okay.
with D&D lore.
Okay, so
Sure.
like Corlon Lorathian is the patron god of elves. He's like the father of elves. So
Does he look like that one guy from?
it
Lord
would-
of the Rings?
yes. That one guy.
The older guy?
Elrond?
Yeah.
Elrond! That's his
Well,
name.
wait. Elrond or...
Not Gandalf.
Well, no, not
obviously.
Gandalf. No. I mean, there are other elves. Anyway, sure, Elrond. He looks like Hugo.
I know.
He's like,
elves.
it's like the one guy elf in the movie.
Yeah,
like,
Elrond.
he's
So-
like the one guy.
Like
Elf.
The one...
He's
yeah,
not
the
okay, but
only
not
elf.
Legolas.
Not Legolas. No,
He's
the
the only
other
other,
one
like-
elf.
No, we know Legolas's name. We know his name.
Sure. Anyway...
Back to the more
He's not
important
Liv
point.
Tyler, so.
So...
Yeah.
Presumably,
we're all thinking the same thing.
Corellon would be the primary
Sure.
deity here.
Yeah, they have no interest in having like a
Like a pantheon.
nah.
Yeah, it would probably just be Corellon. Okay, so I would go and just kind of like...
But Torm is everywhere. You can pray to him anywhere.
I mean, I would go and
Corellon.
ask if
I
like,
like that.
can I pay my respects to Corellon
Corellon.
in this place that
your
is
valet
obviously
says
his.
That's really
you can
progressive of you,
certainly
Gyrus.
try.
I mean, I can ask.
So cute.
I would also like, if there is a place
there you
where
go.
I could do my morning devotionals
Mhm.
also that is a little bit more spiritually significant or
Sure.
whatever, if it wouldn't be offensive.
what is usually these gods have like a symbol of some kind. Do you know what,
Corellon is...
or how do you spell Corellon?
Corellon.
She tiny. She purple.
She tiny. She purple.
She got gold.
The deity of magic, music, arts, crafts, poetry, and warfare.
Yeah.
I love
Gladys
this
likes-
god.
How is warfare just like a part of it?
It's
just like
Corellon is a
Great
is a
question.
well, to get into it.
Yeah.
If you think about so the way that like Roman mythology went,
Oh,
it
no.
eventually every god got
Sure.
subsumed into Apollo. Like Apollo was the last Roman god, and he just basically had everything, which is the Romans were
Everything.
just sun worshippers by the end because that was Apollo and that was everything. So some gods are more robust, whereas others are much more niche, right? In like pantheon kinds of things. So Corellon's a lot more robust because he's like the patron god of the entire elf race.
All right. So
But he's
Corellon's
not like Narcissus, which is just looking pretty.
Corellon's symbol is a like deep tealish blue flag with a
That's
crescent moon on it.
Yeah, the crescent.
Wow,
I thought it
that's
was. I
nice.
couldn't remember specifically.
That's pleasing.
So he's associated with the moon in the lore. He is the one who took out Grumsh's eye, Grumsh, the god of orcs.
Mhm.
Of course.
So in some fight, like he's the one who made Grumsh the one-eyed god.
Where'd you
and
learn
so
all this?
I just read
D&D.
the books.
But D&D books?
Yeah. This is in
It's
the,
all
in
just
the Dungeons and
D&D
Dragons.
lore?
It's in the Dungeon Master's Guide, but I'm not gonna read that.
Yeah, I love reading the lore. I think it's great. Anyway,
It's like a little magnet.
yeah.
I was like, what book is this? I'm so curious.
He does
Um,
love a trivia.
Anyway,
You go there.
I go there. So I go. I ask if would it be
Pleasing.
is an outsider allowed to like pay my respects to Corellon while
I think that's a
here in
really
this place?
progressive of
They
Gyrus.
Yeah.
To like acknowledge other gods.
Cognitively flexible.
Yeah.
He is chaotic good. Neutral
Yes,
good?
correct.
Chaotic good. He's a good god, so I would be like,
Chaotic good, yeah.
go for it.
Same. I'm also chaotic.
They say if you must.
If you must.
I mean, no offense, and I will take no offense by being told no.
It's
So.
just like a little intense.
We would never say no.
Okay, that means no, Gyrus.
You can roll an insight check if you prefer.
No,
I'm super good at those.
Take a note, Gyrus. This is
That's actually a
never
15.
Say
Okay.
no.
You get the sense they don't want you to.
Okay.
Duh.
So you hang up posters instead.
So I'm like, well, in that case, I'll just leave this literature for the Order of the Gauntlet. No, just I will. I
not
will
gonna do that?
respectfully. No. If I get the sense that they don't want me to pray to their god, I'm not going to be like.
Okay.
Also,
Also,
You,
support
um,
Torm.
Your valet says, Sir Gyrus, if you would prefer, we can go to the reflection pool, where you
Yes.
can. It's a not a holy
Jesus
place,
Christ.
but it is a place where
Yes.
it's understood that conversation is dissuaded
yeah, got it. Awesome.
and a place for reflection.
Yes, absolutely.
He takes you over to that glassy pond that you saw from your eating place, restaurant. I'll just say restaurant. where people are sitting and meditating or reading or anything that might be silent and non-disruptive.
Nice.
Sure.
And some people are painting, drawing, things like that.
Cool. I'll go through my morning devotionals.
Okay. I have to ask, do you look down into the
How
reflection
long
of
does
the...
this last?
Depends on
Not
what he
long.
rolls.
This fucking
It
It hasn't been
Oh,
24 hours
the
yet.
charm forever. I assume it resets at dawn. right.
Yeah, otherwise it gets really hard to follow.
Yeah.
But how many days?
Everyone knows
Until
that.
he has
Everyone
the
knows that the
tiara
rising
off.
of the sun
Oh!
washes away old magics.
Great.
And it's stuck to my head, so that's hard to do.
Great.
Are you going to look in the pond or not?
I assume I would,
Okay.
even if it's not intentional. Yeah.
It is strange that there's not a single ripple. So you do look down.
That is a 14.
You steal yourself away. You don't want to steel yourself away.
You're still looking
Steal your
good.
mind.
I'm gonna roll another.
You take a
insight-
second look like, yeah.
All right. Okay, I got a 17
Uh-huh.
for the insight because this is like the third time in a
Mhm.
day or two that this has
Sure.
happened. So can I put together that like this isn't normally me,
Okay, sure.
and it seems to okay.
Yeah. Now, whether or not you care is a different thing.
Sure.
It's like you know that you're being affected by this thing,
Mhm.
but you kind of don't care.
Because
You're kind of like,
so
this is.
good.
I mean, it's nice.
I mean,
so,
sure.
And everybody else thinks it's nice too.
Everyone is telling
So-
everyone is telling me how great I look.
Anytime
look
somebody's
so
looking
great.
at you, they actually
look good,
assume that
Jeremy.
what they're looking at is your tiara. But
Okay.
so anyway, you're affected in that way too. You're like,
I don't care. It looks so fucking
Okay.
good.
Okay. Cool. Well, that's
if you
That's
want,
fine.
what I'll do is now that you've rolled that insight check, each morning, and you don't have to tell me if you do it or not. You can roll your wisdom save in the morning
okay.
before you look at anything,
Okay.
and I'll tell you. I mean, it's a DC 14, I believe.
Barely got it.
DC 13.
Okay.
And so if you fail, you'll get the sense that your tiara has more hold over you, so you can try and avoid your reflection.
Okay.
And if it's above, then you're good to go.
Okay.
How about that?
Okay.
But if it happens,
It happens.
It happens.
Sure. Okay. Cool.
up to you.
Um.
Or you could also roll an Arcana check. Anyone can roll anyone have proficiency in Arcana?
No.
Don't
I
you?
am.
I'm useless.
Or have the
But
identify
I'm
spell?
not with you.
Jairus and Endymion also are not seeing how bad right now. It's
Yeah.
up to you.
I'm not with you right now.
It's okay. It doesn't matter. You know he's getting affected by the tiara.
Oh, that's
There's a whole
really high.
there's a whole sloth encounter about it.
23.
You know he's affected by it.
Forevermore. The
Um,
sloth encounter.
This-
You
Sloth
know,
encounter.
you know that Dispel Curse is not a very high level spell. It's pretty easy to find,
Third level.
as well as the Identify spell, to figure out exactly what's going on. So, it's something you could recommend to him to go get taken care of.
Okay.
A lot of times, any of the healers in any major city, certainly here, someone will know how to cast
Or a spell scroll.
remove curse or a spell scroll.
I don't know how expensive a spell scroll would be for that, but okay.
So all I'm saying is you know that there's easy enough ways to do it. Yeah,
Okay.
I think it's a 3rd level spell. It's nothing crazy.
Well, yeah, I think maybe before I went to bed, I kind of made a little list for my valet of like things that
Valid.
I'm kind of looking for, and
Mhm.
like if they could inquire, and I'll check it out the next day, kind of thing.
Okay.
Um,
One of which is a scroll of
either a scroll of, or someone
casting
would cast a spell
of remove curse.
remove curse, and then if anyone in the city has elven chain for sale.
Oh, for sure.
You're looking for Elven Chain
Absolutely, you can get that.
For free.
Wait, why?
because he's been looking for Elven Chain now.
It's
Right.
Oh, you've
one
been
of the-
looking for Elven Chain
It's
now
one of the
this
only
whole time.
armors that spellcasters can wear.
I thought you said chains.
No,
And I was
elven
like-
chainmail.
Like a
Like a
necklace.
then I was
I want
confused.
some elven chains. If I'm here, I'm getting some elven chains.
That's and when I was like, I'm sorry.
Is that
Did
not why
you
we?
morph into
is that-
an NFL star?
Is that not why we came here?
And an
Last
elven
name
grill.
Grill.
An
First
elven
name
grill.
Greatest.
All right, spell scrolls of
Says
level
Indian on your
3 cost 200 gold, so pretty easy to come by.
Okay.
They're uncommon, so you don't even need to roll for it. They'll bring you a spell. They'll be like, yeah, no problem. They just bring you a scroll of remove curse.
I just say like for the morning.
Yeah, they bring it to you in the
Bring that
morning.
in the morning,
You now
and
have
then-
a scroll of remove curse.
What about the elven chain? Maybe they just would that be
That
first
you're going to
thing
need to
on
go
the city?
inquire about at the actual whatever
Okay.
forge you go to.
They wouldn't just. They'd be like,
They're not going to give that to you.
"Here, cool," or at least not give it to me, but like they would be like, they would sell it here. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. They say
Yes.
go to this place and you can inquire about it.
Perfect. I have not left my room, so someone's gonna have to come get me whenever we're gonna leave.
What was that last part?
Whenever we're gonna leave, someone has to come get him.
I
I'm
also
still
am
in my
still
room.
in my
breakfast,
room.
are there any other people
You went to
around?
breakfast? Oh, no, they
Like in this person's
I'm
home.
having
Yeah.
coffee. In my
Yeah,
room.
there's some guests, like
One's
some
fancy.
friends who come by and
Pots.
I think I'd want to talk and just like get a sense of like, are there surgeons or like what, or like magic wielders who have knowledge about like weird things that happen to somebody who has a magical thing attached to their body.
That's also something I'm going
Not
to.
to heal.
That's also what I'm going to look into, and that was another thing that I was going to.
I
pursue.
will say that one of them says, well, you could inquire. She gives you a name of a wizard, essentially, is the class that this elf is. Just one moment. You can go, and they tell your valet where to go, but it's Aeson Viserys. May know some information, but I couldn't really offer any true insights
Thank you very much.
myself.
I'm sorry, that spell scroll was 200 gold.
Yeah, it's free.
Oh.
They just brought it to you.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool beans.
They're like, yeah, here you go. No problem.
You don't mind if I do?
This place is dope.
This place is
Nope, nope, nope.
Okay, so let me just write down this guy's name.
It was time to pay a piper.
That's a different person.
Okay.
Yeah, the one who's keeping tabs on everything we're taking.
So you, somebody knocks on Endymion's door at some point to see if you want to go to breakfast with them? Or, like, what's the plan here? Are you guys
I
like,
guess
you
I'll
guys
do
want to
it.
meet here for breakfast? Or
I mean,
you're on vacation, you gotta make plans.
Were you going to come to the
Sure we would.
IT with us?
I'm sure we would have talked about that night before, yeah.
Yeah.
I like to have quiet, alone time without Endymion in the
Yes.
mornings.
To steal oneself.
Yeah, and then be like, what are you up to? Let's go. We're gonna go explore. We're gonna go exploring.
So you knocked on my door?
Yes?
Well, then I come out.
He fireballs it.
Jesus!
His entire room is on fire for some reason. Thank God you came.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. What are you trying to try?
I'm wearing the fine clothes. His hair has usually been like dirty blonde.
Yeah, like
Like,
Kurt Cobainish.
Always, yeah, like imagine Kurt Cobain, like perpetually
I do.
dirty, grungy.
Into it.
His hair is no longer that. It's about 4 inches longer. White or platinum blonde. It looks like he's lost maybe 10 pounds,
Wow.
Overnight?
and his skin is paler.
Oh,
Endymion,
wow.
what the fuck is going on?
I don't feel so good.
I had one of those
Sorry,
lanterns.
did not mean that.
Didn't
I had
sleep,
those
didn't
lanterns.
sleep well, and I'll push the hair out of my ear, and my mage hand is now no longer blue. It is gold. Like, kinda
What is
like
happening
fire.
with you?
And I'm going to hand to you guys the spell scroll for well, Jairus here.
It's just Baz there at the door.
It's just me, friend.
There you go.
She
What's
said
happening
that.
with
These
you?
guys.
All of you guys. It's just me, my guy.
It was a long night.
What does that mean? You look different.
He was the one screaming all night.
Oh, you
I'm sure
were
you
the
heard
one.
that.
Oh, I did hear that. Yeah.
I
Just
kid,
floating
I
above
couldn't
my
tell
bed.
if it was
I-
good or bad scream, so I didn't investigate.
I kid. Sorry.
But
didn't mean to-
his appearance has changed a bit.
Are you for real not going to tell me what's going on?
I think it's time for us to meet up with everyone else.
To tell us what's going on with you.
Sure.
You look nutso.
Okay.
Okay, we go find these guys. I guess, since Endymion's not...
Is there any difference to your other hand or no?
Yeah, I mean, I think I probably... trying to
It
remember
doesn't
how
have
we're
to be.
describing that, but probably not as... That's more hidden with the longer sleeves.
Okay.
So,
Do I notice? Can I do a perception check? to see
Nah.
if
I mean, it's
notice?
pretty... You're just brushing it off, though.
mm-hmm.
Bruh. You look pretty fucking different.
It was a long night.
That is not an answer.
What made it long?
You find each other.
Yeah, we find each other. Can I make an insight check?
Against what?
That fucking guy.
To do what?
His
He hasn't-
bigness.
he hasn't-
Just, well, I guess...
Do you think he's hiding something?
Yeah, I do.
Then I don't think you need to roll an insight check.
You ever have one of those dreams where you felt like you lived a whole day?
Oh, yes, honey.
I don't
Oh,
dream.
Gladys grabs you on both cheeks. You look wretched. This place is
Oh,
not.
I will mention the hair, like his hair is now like clean and like wavy, curly, and not just grungy.
Oh!
He is like kempt now. Dang.
So you don't look wretched.
You're
I
praying.
actually kind
Praying
of
at the
looked
serene.
better. Yeah.
Oh, darling, whatever you did last night,
Like-
you look fetching.
Here you can go from
Total
like
different.
an Endymion, like looking kind of like Kurt Cobain to something like more like this.
Oh, yeah. Look at that guy. Look at that guy.
Paler,
Oh!
paler and cleaner.
What in the fuck?
I support this,
Dude.
and Divian, you look great. What did you do last night? Did they give you a mask or something?
Well, they must have given him a makeover.
I
Did
just
you get
tried to
Botox?
sleep. I'm not there.
You slept?
I tried
One of
to.
you.
Do we
What
was
do I
your
need
dream?
Roll a-
What happened in your dream?
roll a Constitution saving throw if you didn't sleep?
Oh yeah, I took a level exhaustion.
Okay.
Sorry.
And you didn't get your spell slots back.
Okay.
Or your hit
That's
dice.
Or did we get that in the
Or your hit
tunnel?
dice. Or your... Oh, I did mention that it was in the tunnel.
Or not in the tunnel, in the travel.
Never
We
mind.
can
Just
figure
get
it
your
out.
level of exhaustion. We'll be fine.
Yeah.
Through the in-between.
It's fine.
Let the man have his spell slots.
Things said at D&D.
I was-
I'm gonna tweet that.
Let the
Just
man
kind of
have
floating
his
in the
spell
dark,
slots.
and the voice was talking at me in a language I couldn't understand.
Who was talking to
Could
you?
you?
A voice.
A voice.
For days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was talking at you for days within the night. So you're outside of time. Can you maybe like repeat something that you heard him say? The voice that you heard them say.
I don't remember right now, but I'll try. I'll try.
Because collectively we know some languages and maybe we could help.
Oh,
Gladys can put on that hat, whatever, in case it's...
listen. I speak all the languages.
What hat? The one
I've
that
learned to
you can
harness my
understand, like,
key.
infernal?
And the key, I have a tongue of
Actually,
sun
yes.
and moon.
What? Crazy. Okay.
You just
don't
focus
know.
a little bit.
I don't
You
think
know
we
it.
ever got
Monks
that
are so
far.
weird.
Monks have the-
Yeah,
You
now
know
Monks
what?
are so
Mugs
weird.
don't like you either.
Yep.
Well, they just fall into their own little category. Everybody else kind of like shares things, and then there's monks that's just like, what is happening here?
Okay, I've learned to touch the key of other minds so that I understand all spoken languages.
Okay.
Okay.
So how can I help you but if it's in your dreams?
He said he'll try to think of something to repeat.
Right now I'm kind of tired, so
Think of something to repeat.
how about
Okay.
I'll next time I take a nap or get some sleep, I'm gonna keep a notebook with me.
Okay, that sounds great because
Did you
it's like a
feel-
newfound skill.
Did you feel berated by
really
the
wanna try
voice?
that.
Comforted?
Exactly.
Or like
it for a ride.
directed?
It was just kind of like a droning heartbeat. I don't know.
Interesting.
That's unfortunate.
It's just confusing.
And
Is
when
that
I
an
woke up,
Ozempic dream
went
or
from-
something? Again,
What's Ozempic?
where'd you get it? I will take it.
I'm intrigued and
by the
interested.
time I woke up, it went from black to just slowly enveloped in light, and I woke up and my hand was a different color. So
And your hair was longer.
Do
And
you
also a
like
different
the new color?
it's fine.
Well,
Then this is
redundant.
fine. It's a fine situation.
It's all good.
Shall we get ready for tea?
Sure, okay.
You find your way back to
Get ready for
the breakfast, which turned into a brunch, which turned into a
Just
a
hanging.
hanging out.
Gladys is playing
Do
the flute.
I
Nice.
notice
Baz is like, yeah, I'm here.
bite marks on his neck?
You do not.
Okay.
You notice his neck
Werewolf.
really intently. There are no bite marks there.
Is
Thank
the,
God.
Because I see
what
long,
is
clean
the-
white hair, I'm like, vampire.
Does the
Vampire.
stone look the same?
I assume it's hiding under his robe. Because he said specifically he's wearing long sleeves.
I'm giving you guys, some of you guys, sort of narrative control, like you did with him with Bard. So it's up to Josh.
There's like kind of like cracks and crags of black coming up to my fingers.
Oh,
That
like you have a
makes
blood
sense.
infection?
Great. Ew.
Like through your veins?
Like kind of in the skin and through it. Yes.
Remind me where it
I'm
is.
still
Right
I
here.
think it's in my
It's
head.
like
It's
a-
more here.
It's think of your standard, like the crystal that people would wear on their neck.
Yeah.
Like a clear
Yeah.
glass crystal. It
Yeah.
has a blue hint because it came from the stone of Pretoria, which was blue.
Right.
But yeah, think of that, but in between these two bones.
In between the two bones. Okay. So it's not like here, close to
I'm
your hand.
still in
Yeah, it's right below the
favor of
wrist.
cutting it
Yeah,
out.
okay.
But it's fused to the bone like a brain.
cut
Yeah.
that arm right off.
You know what?
Cut it off.
I'm kind of done defending, so.
All right, so Eliora comes and gathers you for high tea. Says, "Hope you guys ate," and brings you over to brings you over to high tea.
We get treats for high tea.
So in this world,
Dislike.
you
so
go and
scared.
sit down, and there's a few. It's sort of a theater, looking at a stage. And it's more like a Japanese tea ceremony where you're watching someone perform very precise movements over the course of 2 hours of them making the perfect cup of tea.
That sounds horrible.
So you're just sitting there in silence watching them make a cup of tea in the most like exaggerated
laborious
and
I
most
would
precise
personally be
choreography.
so offended to be watching.
Try
I'd be
my
like,
best not to
what
talk.
is
Does Gladys stand
happening?
up and like storm out?
I would be like, this is absurd.
Jerry's
I
taking
sit like this the whole time.
very
with
detailed
my
notes.
pinkies out. Like in
Willow's
Winning London
like-
for the polo match.
Absolutely infuriating.
Everything's been wonderful until now, where it's your absolute hell
Infuriating.
of just boredom.
This is Georgia.
Get me
Anytime
out
you
of
try
this
to,
city.
anytime you try to like even whisper, you get shushed and like
Oh,
reprimanded.
this is my actual personal horror.
Like
This would
no
be
talking
horrible.
allowed in the high tea ceremony.
Can you imagine?
Can I like sneak a fidget spinner or whatever to?
I would be like, get me out of
the
here.
one that comes out of your hand.
Yeah, I keep things for kids. In case,
I have kids' toys.
I just have a little
Pops out,
compartment
just
for the
spins.
kids when they were bored. I'd be like, here, have this. Occupy
Here,
yourself.
I'm on this.
It's a non-Newtonian substance.
Yeah, exactly. Here, have this. It is neither liquid nor solid. Enjoy.
All right. So yeah, you spend 2 hours
Wild.
watching these people make the most precise cup of tea, and it's just one cup, and none of you get to even taste it.
Wow, that
Cyrus
feels...
But it is
So
precise.
into it. It's so good.
Baz
He is
falls asleep.
raving when you leave. Jairus is like, oh, that was the most
Did you see
fun
that
thing."
part where they put the spoon down?
There was nary a wasted movement. Ah!
Hilarious.
I feel like I've been here for
Precisely
weeks.
12 grams of tea.
You all have a level of exhaustion.
Oh, Baz napped during that. Baz napped.
You are you a snorer?
No.
Okay.
She's
a shadow monk. There's no way shadow monks.
stealthy sleeper.
Sometimes you can't control that thing.
I'm just saying, like a stealthy sleeper. Right?
No, she takes
when
like
you were a kid, you were a snorer, and they broke your nose in a certain way to open it up, and now you don't snore anymore.
Great.
They have a very perfect way to.
Can we do that to my husband?
All right. So following
to me.
following high tea, you get brought over to.
I hope you ate. I didn't.
I would automatically
Your guys'
be like,
faces
I
like.
would be like, no, I'm no longer going to this. Like, I am here for a high tea for the little fun snackies. I want a cucumber fucking sandwich. I would be so upset.
Gladys, no, they have set out seats for us.
Ooh,
It would be
that's
rude
I
to
want
not
a
go.
Cucumber fucking sandwich.
No eating.
Fuck right off.
No eating. No drinking.
Me
Just-
personally would
just
be
staring.
out so fast if someone asked me that. No, I'm not. I'm not going.
No for me.
No.
All right. So you were brought into the council room for
Ooh, look at this
Lord
fella.
Avro Yonarin.
Lord Abbey.
He stands up and bows to you all. You all stand in a line as directed by Eliora. She kind of gives you some guidance on the appropriate way to approach the situation. Don't speak up unless you have something important to say. And she mentions.
I make sure I'm standing next to Baz. Holding onto her forearm.
She's kidding.
In this council room, only Elvish can be spoken.
Are you out?
Yeah. The one person with high charisma is out. Good.
Shit.
Shit.
The one time I didn't take
That's
my-
right. I am proficient.
Charisma.
Oh, that's true. You're a bard, of course. Yeah.
Thank God.
All right.
Does
So
she remember it?
I have a +7 to persuasion and performance.
sitting
Again,
around the
experienced a
room,
lot,
sitting around the
remember
room are a few individuals. One of which introduces himself.
Look at that mustache! Are we all on board?
Gladys is on
Gladys
board.
is about to have a load.
on board.
This is the Lord's Bard.
Excuse me!
Of course it is.
Right up her alley.
This looks like a grown-up version of Heimerdinger.
Who is that?
From League of
League
Legends.
of Legends?
No, from
From
Arcane.
Arcane. Well,
Well,
so
yeah,
yes, same
yes,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, sort of.
Which, by the way, did you guys watch Arcane
No,
yet?
but it's on my
Do it.
list.
I'm 3 episodes in.
Oh, nice.
It was so good.
That guy
I
is
loved
all
Arcane.
mustache, and I love him.
All right, so this is
Yeah, but
this
he
is
also
the,
sucks in the game. Anyway.
this is the King's Bard.
What's his name again?
Rillawan.
Okay.
Willow wand?
Rillawan. R-I-L.
Willow's wand.
U-A-H-N. Zoomeron.
Zoom.
Z-U-M-R-A-N.
Zoomeron. Also,
the ambassador and diplomat and king or Lord's Bard.
Is that a name that we would recognize outside of Onyn Alari?
No.
Okay.
No, I don't think so.
I didn't know if he had fame or anything like if he
No,
was-
not really.
Okay.
Like
No.
he's not the lead flautist of the Fiddlesticks.
No, you would have
No, that's
heard of
Not famous like that.
Lord Yonarin, certainly,
Sure.
as you would know, like Queen Elizabeth, like
Right.
similar kind of vibe,
Okay.
of them. And
Yes,
depending
I
on
am
your
a queen.
and depending on your
All mustache.
depending on your
And
interest in
ears.
royalty, you may know more or less about that individual.
Okay.
So Lord Yonarin greets you in a kingly fashion, in a slight and very slow bow, which you all reciprocate in lower than his bow.
And we all go really slow.
And yeah, the slower you go, the better. And
Jarvis wins.
you
Gyrus wins.
he sits down, and you all sit in a table in front of him and his people. And Rulawan will be doing the speaking for Lord Yonarin.
For they have no tongues.
He says, "Welcome to Onyn Alari, Charisma Company. You are welcome in this city for as long as you require. Your intentions are known to us, but we would appreciate your verbalization of the specific nature of your visit here, just so that everyone is clear on what is to be done. So please provide a synopsis of your goals, aspirations, and intentions for your visit to Onyn, Alari, so it can be heard by many ears. And he just keeps going.
I did not get that. I was just like, yeah. Okay.
And essentially asking you, somebody verbalize what your intention is here.
Are we talking in Elvish?
Only
right
in
now?
Elvish. Only people who speak Elvish can speak.
Oh yeah.
Jarvis
Gladys.
was willing to stand.
I can speak.
Gladys
Oh, yeah,
can
go
talk.
No, I mean I know Elvish, but I shouldn't.
I think
not
Endymion.
charismatic.
I think Endymion is the only one that doesn't speak Elvish.
I wouldn't be deceiving him by any means. Like we could be very honest about why we're here.
They told you why you're here, and you're not going to get what you're after unless you ask. I mean,
Yeah.
they know why you're here.
We're here for the spear.
So
We're
Right?
for the third of the spear.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
The
Yeah.
head of the spear, yeah.
Head of it. Great.
and also to ascertain any sort of
So
information.
Gladys would
about
like to
the-
come right up to it. And give him the
You're
little-
stopped immediately by guards. No, you stay where you are
We should have sat
and
next to
stand up.
Gladys.
Tricked ya.
You stand in place.
And I understand. Fine.
Are you okay? Did they hurt you?
All fine. Fine. I understand, and I appreciate your jobs. And then she just goes on to explain exactly why we're here.
Yeah, we don't need to do a whole recap or
Yeah,
anything.
but
So
no lying at all, no deceiving.
fair enough.
No stone unturned. Every single piece.
So
And Baz loves shrimp, and I
Rillawan,
love.
okay. Rillawan thanks you for the information and all the detail that you provided, and says, that is exactly what we were told by the ambassadors or the individual council members of King Stiltoff.
Wait. Did we mention my mom?
No.
No, because that's not our official purpose for being here.
We find that your mortal attention span is quite short, and tensions typically flare if we elves tell you something you don't like to hear. So we've developed a way to best communicate with you and to avoid such problems by telling you what you don't want to hear in song form. Bum, 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 mortals living in your cities down below, always causing trouble. Such a fuss. You want a weapon of great destruction in tow to slay a kraken, a topic to discuss. Oh, mortal silly fools, always wanting more. There's millions of you, but one kraken to adore. Should you truly have the power to slay a creature so rare, while Onyn and Alari sitting safely in the air? The elves in harmony, high above the ground, but mortals seek destruction, lest some of you may drown. You say a kraken is a menace, threat we must defeat, but such an ancient beast, to see one's truly quite a feat. Oh, mortals, you impulsive beings, always in a rush. There's only one kraken which you want to crush. But why give you the power to make the kraken dead, when up here in our city there's no reason to dread? This kraken, if it exists, has been around for eons, and your mortal cities, they come and go. But sure, it means the death of some farmers and peons. But you mortals reproduce faster than a leaf can grow. So listen up, you mortals, with your grandiose desire for the spear to slay the kraken when your hour seems dire. Think twice before you act, the consequences at hand. For the elves in Onyn and Alari think you don't understand. Now it's time for a 90-minute solo. Best strap in, because here we go.
Oh my God.
Gumby, gumba, lumba, spin, go.
Now stop at the beat.
One moment. 90 minutes of sing-song nonsense. Tinga finger, ludi, slappy, and slapper, slap. And
again,
now this is
90
where
Play
you
Ya Ya
can
Ding Dong.
all clap.
I wake up. Yeah, I wake up to the clapping.
Encore!
90 minutes.
After
These
the
elves
2-hour
are
hike.
unhinged. After a 2-hour fucking high tea, where we didn't get a cucumber sandwich. This is crazy.
All right, so
That's
you
crazy.
are the king's the Lord stands up and gestures to you and thanks you all for your visit here. And allows you to leave his presence essentially, and you're ushered out of the council room immediately.
Wait, what just
No
happened?
follow-up questions?
Nope, you are exited at that moment. But the king's bard does come out with you. He says, "I am sorry that didn't go the way that you were hoping, but we do have a consolation for you.
Is it more songs?
If you would prefer, I've got a
That
full
was hilarious.
album of songs that I could simply sing right
I
now.
would love to.
However, there is something that should be said. Because, as I mentioned, the conversation did not go as well as I imagined you wanted, you are invited to a rather special event. Something that only happens every 10 years. And lucky that you arrived during the first day of it.
Oh.
This is
Intrigue.
your opportunity to be witness to the Fashion Assembly of Radiant Tranquility.
Ooh.
Fashion show.
Fashion show.
Wait,
Fashion
can you
show.
repeat the
Fashion
title?
show.
The title is the Fashion Assembly of Radiant Tranquility.
Oh my gosh. Ah. Could you also do me a favor and repeat the beginning of that song where you're like, I know you're humans and you don't really like.
I'll send it to you. I'll send the lyrics to you on Discord. I'm not gonna re-sing it.
Oh, that's okay. It's recorded for
Yeah.
purposes.
Yeah,
I'm
for sure.
gonna listen to
I'll
it
make
again.
a clip of it.
Yeah.
What's it called?
Do you
Fashion
mention
Assembly of
something that you
Radiant
noticed?
Tranquility.
Gyrus does not know Riluan well enough to make that joke.
Okay.
I do just have a clarifying question. Is the bad news that you think we're dummies and will not be successful, or is the bad news that we do not get the piece of the spear?
I see.
like a
I
good
should
question.
have added more lyrics to the song so that you could understand.
It was
We're
not
not getting this-
It was not long enough. That's true.
I don't think we're getting the spear.
Was it part of the solo that made you lose your knowledge of what I said?
We were just.
If there
I
was a
could have
solo?
used some more accompaniment
We were taken
and
away
harmony.
by
Um,
the beauty of your voice.
The answer to your request for the head of the spear is that the Elven Council and Lord... What's his last name?
You know.
Thank you. Lord Yonarin's wisdom says that a trigger-happy king maybe is not the best person to have such power, and you mortals, there's many of you and only one Kraken, and they also don't really believe necessarily that the Kraken exists.
He does, though.
There were various reasons in the song.
But
I'll
mainly
happily
the
sing it to you again.
Will you?
Not me, but he can sing it to you again. He
What?
will insist on having the 90-minute solo again, though.
Oh, of course. You wouldn't
Good
want-
God.
You wouldn't do half a song.
The bad news was in the form of a seed.
Yeah. That's
That was the first
you
line.
don't speak Elvish, but you can hear the music.
Yeah, but he doesn't.
He didn't. All he heard was do 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 do.
I
And
didn't
in a
even know
language
there
he
was a
doesn't
solo.
understand.
The solo sounded like...
The rest of it.
So was that language similar to the one you dreamt? Ah, so it was not Elvish. We can
Okay.
rule out
All right,
Elvish.
one down.
One
Take
down.
it
And it's
out,
probably not
Gyrus.
common. He knows that one.
It's not common.
That's
two down.
Making
It
progress.
wasn't Orcish.
And Orcish.
Oh, and you speak
had a
Orcish?
question.
No, Orcish, okay.
I
Did
have a
it
question.
sound like a tree?
All right. So
Is there before is there any possibility for conversation with either Lord Yonarin or any members of the council?
not today. Everyone is headed to get ready for this fine event.
Oh, of course. I did not mean necessarily today, but
Perhaps tomorrow.
oh, okay.
We'll let you know.
Can we...
Is it like up for discussion?
Eliora will take you from here. I bid you adieu.
Just one more
Okay,
question. In your infinite knowledge and immense talent,
Immense.
I just wonder, is like how you see events unfolding without, like, just can you shed some light on, for those who may believe that the Kraken does exist but are still opposed to us having the spear, what is the path of unfolding that concerns you less as immortals, but like how do you see things going? And obviously it's not of such big concern that it's worth stopping.
Onyn Alari is self-contained, self-reliant. We're way up high in the trees. The Kraken is a sea creature of.
And what if the trees die?
What if the earth was swallowed by Dendar?
So because it does not affect
We were closer
you,
to that than you may realize too.
because it's
I
not
do need to go.
affecting you.
And these questions.
It is
As I said,
merely
your
a mosquito
cities,
on your shoulder.
your cities come and go.
Yes.
Mortal cities come
What
and go,
about-
and there are millions of you in one crack. I'm not going to go through the lyrics of the song again.
Yeah.
All right, we will
But
see.
what about your
see
blackened
you-
plants?
I'll see you at the
Will-
fart event.
will-
Yes,
At the what event?
the fart.
Oh
my
For someone that doesn't like puns.
I'll see you at the fart show.
That's great. That is
Yes.
great.
That's
This
so
just
good.
made me real happy.
See you at the fart show.
We are
Good day.
middle schoolers.
And he leaves.
Oh boy.
Eliara tells you this is a great honor. This is like she said, or like he said, that it's something that only happens every 10 years. So you're going to see some wild outfits.
Yay!
These are people who've been working on these designs for 10 years.
Yay!
at a
I do
time.
love that.
I love this.
It is a
The
very
Met Gala for elves.
it is a Met Gala that lasts all through the evening. There is
Of course,
food
why
and
wouldn't it be so
drinks,
long?
of course.
Thank God.
Thank
But there's just so many dresses and costumes and outfits and everything else that goes along with it. It is standard procedure for you to show up in your most drab attire.
Really?
Yeah, so that you do
So
not
that we
take
don't
away
outshine anyone
from the artists that spent all their time doing their work.
That makes sense.
You know, you don't have to look like in a sack. It's
Covered
just
in
don't
blood and
just
guts.
don't dress up.
Yeah.
That's all. A pair of fine clothes is fine, but don't it's not like a gown or anything like that.
Do you have some pictures of some clothes for us?
Oh right, yes, yeah.
Oh my God, what a treat! I thought maybe we didn't.
Oh,
And,
I'm sorry.
What is that?
This is what I'm referring to.
Mhm.
Sorry, I didn't have
Well.
If you want to go into being AI and
I
go
was ready
and
for fashion.
create some elven fashion.
You know what? I should have saved those other ones.
You
Yeah, more
can
time.
still access them.
Yeah.
I know.
You
but
sure can.
I don't know how to can't find it fast.
All right, so you go back to your rooms and you get dressed in your normal clothes.
Wow.
And
Beautiful.
head over to
How are your humans not terrified?
Fart.
the fart event, the fart show,
Their faces. Oh, the humans.
Can you just
the
send
Fashion
us the
Assembly of
picture?
Radiant Tranquility.
They're so nice.
Shannon, can you send me that picture?
Okay.
Yeah.
So, the event lasts, as I mentioned, a very long period of time, but food and drink are served at your leisure, and it's quite an event. But around midnight or so, you hear the sound of like thunder, if you will. You look up, and you can see the reflection of the pool. It does seem to be cloudy. A little bit, and rain does begin to flow, but they had planned for this, and they unroll these giant leaf sort of umbrellas to protect it.
This is truly magical.
The weather gets a little bit worse, and the wind starts picking up, and then you hear the sound of like, it's not quite thunder, but it sounds like the snapping of trees,
Ew.
maybe.
Farting.
A tree fart. Turns out a tree does make a sound if it
A
falls.
thunderclap. A thunder ass clap. So
I feel like I like it.
everyone around you starts to get a little nervous with that sound, and it seems to be approaching.
Oh, Jairus.
Does it sound
more
like the
and more.
Kraken?
Initiative.
Yeah, what kind is a crack?
The sound of crunching wood and snapping of branches, and there's an entire flock of birds and creatures that just go through the canopy this direction. Everybody stands up, stops what they're doing, and just runs. And there's absolute chaos. It's getting so loud, the snapping of trees, when you hear this. One moment.
That's a Kraken.
That's a Godzilla.
And you see this creature take out an entire row of canopy right above you. People are flung into the air and down into the depths of the ground below. The Lords of Onyn and Alari stands up in absolute horror. You run over to him.
It's the Kraken, yes?
Yes, this is the Kraken.
Nice!
I just point at it and make eye contact with this guy.
There's just screaming and pandemonium, and he looks at you, and he looks at the Kraken, and he looks back at you.
I'm gonna like give him a little like
slap in the face.
Snap out of it.
What?
Let's go. You have people to get out of here.
The Kraken can be on land like this?
What can be done?
Run. You can run. Get to the floor.
A huge tentacle comes slamming down toward you, and all of a sudden,
Jairus is gonna try to stop it.
It's less fun when it
you
affects
see
you.
with the
isn't
highest
it?
passive perception,
Oh my God,
Bard
it's Bard!
floating over you. He has about 10 will-o-wisps that he rotates in a giant circle and casts a spell that envelops the entire Kraken as this giant tentacle comes right above you and immediately stops. And it starts to just sort of float there.
This bard is badass.
You get the sense that time is of the
Yes,
essence. He's not going to be able to hold this
to
for
get
very
out
long.
of here.
What can be done?
Maybe this spear seems like a good idea.
Or is that time for a song?
We don't. It's not.
Should we have tea?
We need to get to the teleportation circle.
As quickly as possible.
Let's go.
Everybody?
Should we bring the spear?
It's not.
Shouldn't we try to save
We
our
can't.
town?
Why not?
We don't know where it is.
Sorry,
Ah!
And
Well,
you
we
all
can address that
run
as we
to
run.
the teleportation circle,
I
and
refuse!
Wait, shouldn't we try to save their town? Should we try to find
everyone.
him?
No,
So they
no.
cast the teleportation circle,
Hard
and they
no.
all yell, "Everyone, run this direction!" After about 2 minutes goes by, you hear the crunch of the Kraken's tentacle that was coming down on the city, where just an explosion of splinters and logs go flying up into the air. The teleportation circle is cast, and only about 50 people run through before you look back at the teleportation circle, and it also gets completely destroyed. You are now in Arstelia, in the teleportation circle that you know now.
And did the majority of the people come with us?
50
No.
people
50.
probably got
Is that
through,
what you said?
including Lord Yularen.
Fucking elf, me.
In pure, like,
Maybe one of them's a smith. We don't know.
they're everyone who made it through is in shock and despair. The guards
Sure.
of Arstelia kind of guide you back up, and we'll say you take a long rest. It's Probably not.
Before we take a long rest,
Sure.
I think we need to ask Lord Inarin some questions.
Okay.
Like, maybe
What
as
the
soon
fuck?
as we get through...
Yeah,
I don't have the spear.
Like,
All right,
are
so-
you fucking kidding me?
So we have one. Can I get a little recap on the spear? We have one.
You
We
found one
You have
part.
sort of like the shell casing of a bullet, essentially, is what you can think of it as.
We got that from...
You now also need the spear head and the shaft of the spear itself that would go into this thing.
Mhm.
And they were supposed to have the spear for
Yeah.
hundreds, if not maybe multiple thousands of years, and they don't know where it is.
They fucking don't.
Who's the dummy now?
Perhaps that's not the best way to ask this question.
Some of us have -1.
Lord Inarin is just like all of those people.
Yeah.
Your people.
All
It's
of
less
my
not to
fun
people.
when
make it
you're
worse.
affected, isn't it?
What?
Again, anger perhaps is not the greatest way to
What?
approach this.
Is this anger or righteous
I
indignation?
think it's righteous
There's
indignation.
very little difference between the two.
Functionally different.
Functionally the same. Perhaps intentionally different.
He's just in shock.
Yeah.
So you said that you don't know where it is.
Also, it turns out we weren't lying about the Kraken.
It's true. That's also true. But
We don't
again,
know where.
I feel
again, a whole lot of
justified.
told you so is not really the greatest thing right now.
Not
Perhaps
super helpful.
God, it's so nice to do that, though.
Yeah.
It's just,
It does
it really
feel better.
brings me
Okay,
a
it
lot
will
of joy.
also be a lot more effective when he's fully conscious.
Oh, I'll bring it up later.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a
Now
fine time
and
for it.
later is my favorite approach.
Nobody likes now
too.
and laters.
He looks over to one of the guards and says, where is King Grint? Bring me to him now. And
We'll
he's
be happy to escort you.
Sure.
We'll be happy to,
We know where
walk
the
you there.
situation room is.
Yes, we're
Oh yeah, we are not leaving your side now, my guy.
yeah.
We're
So
here
as
with
we
you.
walk, so you don't know where it is. Did you know where it was at one point?
I think this is a conversation that should be had amongst multiple people, including King Grint.
Can I at least get your word that you will answer that question?
I will answer your question.
And then
Are we
I am
being
satisfied.
scried on?
I am satisfied for now.
Are you looking in the mirror?
Yeah.
Uh,
I'm a telescope now.
nice. You are not being described on right now.
Even so, perhaps it would be best to get into the situation.
Very well.
Also, he did just have his entire kingdom.
So in the hustle and bustle, you get the king, as well as the king's war advisor, Prince Ulverith is there, the king's wizard, and the king's druid.
We're good.
It's been a night for you.
Willow's pissed.
And drunk. Turns out Willow's always drunk.
My secret.
Drunk on tree sap.
And so, Lord Inarin says to everyone, you describe to everyone what happened.
Mhm.
You also describe that Onyn village has completely gone off the map. They knew about that because people come and go between the village and the city, and you guys have been gone for a while traveling anyway.
Yeah.
And so they just learned about that maybe yesterday or something like that.
Do we know that it's possible for the Kraken to be on land?
Well, yeah.
Or is
the
this shocking?
Onyn village is not.
No, yeah, but before we saw that, did we just think the Kraken?
Because
Did
me
we
personally
know that they
thought
had
it
the
was
All
just
you-
a water
capability?
creature.
All you knew is an ocean creature.
Yes, but now we know.
Now you know.
That it can be suspended in air because we were high up.
I mean, it's big enough.
It's got giant tentacles. It can sort essentially
It's like
climb
crawl,
along.
yeah.
Okay.
That kind of thing.
okay, big boy.
I'll put Ulverith up here. I didn't
James.
get the rest of them ready because I had so many images for the art
Mhm.
It's
show,
fine.
fashion show. I don't have the king, but everybody's there.
Jimmy Mars.
That fart really turned into a shark quick.
Yeah,
It really
seriously.
did. Also, I'm sad.
That was
I
good.
worked really hard setting up that art show.
got destroyed.
But it was beautiful.
All right,
Someone really spent a
so
lot
you
of time
describe
on
you describe the events. The Lord Yanarin mentions that the elves have not known where the spearhead has been for a long time. The king's wizard, Olarun, mentions, well, we have been investigating the etheric spear since, well, we've been discussing it. And one of my acolytes found a footnote of a footnote that described that it's possible that it may be in the Kilimic Wild.
Of course.
In a temple. Now, it was assumed long ago that this Lord of Onyn and Alari was fearful of the technology, even for the elves to have, and brought it to a temple so deep in the Kilimic Wild that no one would ever find it. So he essentially trying to destroy the technology so that no one could use it again.
So,
Finding it was too destructive for any one person to utilize.
so we
A
go
wise
through,
choice at the time, not so great for us now.
So we go through one dangerous forest to have to go through another dangerous forest.
Slightly different biome.
Some of us
Slightly
have
less
already
dangerous?
been to the dangerous forest.
You'll have to find out. You're our strongest warriors and most valuable assets. And you're
What?
in the know.
Sorry,
Complimentary.
one more time? What are we?
You are our strongest assets and most valuable... What did I say?
Most valuable assets.
I don't know, I wasn't really thinking about it.
You've got tight assets.
I've learned to tune myself out.
I knew it.
Any party that has Gladys Winters in it is the most powerful and
Oh,
it's-
This is
Oh,
Uluru saying,
mm,
of course.
That makes sense.
Well, she is a party.
She's still thinking about the other mustache man.
Yeah, did
Uh,
he make it
Make
through?
it through?
Do we have to roll for
You
it?
don't know. All you know is the people, the random people.
No, like
Yeah,
of
but
the
the
50,
of the
he
50
wasn't
people,
one
wasn't
of the
one of
50.
them,
Was
no.
Eliara one?
I will say yes.
She
She
was
was
with
with
us.
you the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll say that Eliara made it.
Okay.
Eliora.
Side quest. Rescue Riluan.
Well,
Do we like Rolo?
it's been
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
been
we
Prince
When
Silver
we-
says it's been a night for you all. I think that there are plans to be made. It sounds like you're going to be headed to the Kilimic Wild. I don't envy you.
Some of us we're just there.
We don't envy you, though, but that's a conversation for a
That's
different
I
time.
think that we don't envy the world of men at this point, but hopefully we can find what we need. Unfortunate that the elves didn't divulge this information before, though I'm not sure would have saved much time or lives. Sounds like they were unwilling to heed our words.
Well, that's not untrue.
But let's deal with that at a later time. Tonight is not the night for blame.
But maybe now we just hold the value in a willingness and an openness to hear input from others.
I think
We
that's
just
wise.
hold that, and we know how important it is for future endeavors.
I think Willow's right.
King Stiltoff looks at you and says, "Very wise words, Willow."
Very wise. I agree.
Thank you, my leash.
And like
Malish.
at that, his like personal gaze at you kind of fills you with like,
I will not sleep for weeks.
I noticed
I'm gonna ride on this high for a while.
I am seen.
All right, so yeah, they're going to think of plans, but it sounds like their next steps are going to be to find a way to the Kilimic Wild, traversing open water.
No.
LOL.
We'll just
Which is
walk
less
on it.
scary knowing that
We'll
he's
just walk
probably
on
on land somewhere.
Um,
She, Kraken.
Yeah.
They?
All right, and there's one last thing I want to get to before we go for the evening. It's a big surprise that I've been waiting on, and I don't want to wait till next week. So the next morning, you wake up to you stay the night in your usual place. You get a long rest. If you'd like to mark that, if anyone needs to
We
mark
didn't
anything.
that's good.
use
He's
anything.
the only one.
But if you
Love
had
it.
any levels of exhaustion,
And
also
or
your-
hit
your
die.
Hit
Hit
dice.
dice,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's true.
Oh, my hit dice.
So if you got 3 left, do I get 1 or 2?
You get
One.
Just 1 a night.
Yeah.
Until.
How many days have
Wait,
you
so
been?
if I have 13
Since we
and
were
I have
last
7
year.
left, I get 6 back.
I think like a
Good.
week,
You get 3 back.
probably.
What?
You get 3 back.
Maybe.
Half of 6.
Probably another week.
You said you had 7 left already?
I have I have 7 out of 13.
Yeah, so you get
Hit
3
die.
back because you get half of your hit dice.
But I have 13 hit dice.
You get half of what you're missing.
Which is 6.
Oh,
So you
shit.
get 3
It,
back.
it slopes off. It approaches.
Okay.
I might have done some wrong math.
So you all have a very quiet breakfast in the lounge.
Probably pretty somber breakfast.
Very.
I still like some shrimps. Oh.
You are greeted with plenty of shrimps.
Some great grits.
Yes.
Walks up to you is a elegant looking lady's maid.
Fucking lasagna.
No.
Good. I don't know
Who introduces herself as Lady Lasagna's lady's maid, and says, "I'm very happy to be providing you with something that is coveted or will be coveted by many, many people. You should feel very special."
We're getting invited to the wedding.
There's invites!
And for you,
Oh, I'm delighted.
you,
Oh my
and
gosh,
for
I'm
you.
delighted.
And not for Bass.
This is awesome.
Oh my
Wait,
god.
really? Not for me?
Gasp! Yes, look at it. Oh my god, it's gorgeous.
Do we get a +1?
Yeah, did they get a plus?
I think it's
Fuck,
just you.
these are pretty. Like
it's
you
just
did
you.
it. They're nice.
Amazing.
Presidents would bring an immeasurable delight to this auspicious occasion without shrimp and fun. Wow. Wow! I'm so sad.
She
But I
then,
regret nothing.
She then looks.
I regret
So she's-
nothing.
She's been avoiding eye contact with Baz
Share this.
and says, "Take your time in your response, and I look forward to hearing from each and all of you." And she like throws that to you and leaves.
Your regrets.
It's sealed!
I regret nothing.
Your regrets.
Wait, can I open it?
Yeah, open it
I
and
mean,
read
it's
it.
for you.
Read it aloud.
Oh, Kyle, so much effort put into all of this. I love this. Ah!
Oh no, it's so long. Okay. My dearest Bastion St. Pierre.
Which is written so beautifully. Was this your wife?
Mhm.
Wow, it's gorgeous.
Thanks, Al.
Just let me bring
So
that
good.
up here.
It's written so.
Ugh.
Just for a second, for the calligraphy, it is.
Can you-
Oh,
Can
she
you show-
says
I'll
show
send
the
a picture.
invite.
I'll send a picture on the Discord.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll post
Okay. It is with required regret and dare I say a tinge
So, keep going. I want to take a photo.
a
I'm not
tinge of
videoing.
relief that I can inform you that your presence is not requested nor desired at the forthcoming union of Prince Ulrich Grint and myself. Ow, fuck! While I appreciate your unique charms, I fear they may not be entirely suited to the refined atmosphere of such a prestigious event. Your penchant? Your penchant for rudeness and unladylike behavior, not to mention your uncanny resemblance to a particularly unkempt goat, make it clear that your presence
Fuck, that's so bad.
will only serve to lower the tone of the affair. Oh, Al says just wait. I'm
my
so
God.
scared. I dare say I have taken it upon myself with pleasure to spare you the indignity of having to... sorry.
Let me see.
Having
your face
to,
Sup?
Sup?
Sup.
Oh, okay, great. That's what it says. It says
So-
sup.
To spare you the indignity.
Of having to sup from a trough in front of the esteemed individuals who shall grace our celebration.
Because you're a goat.
Dear Bastion. Wow. That's so mean. This... Wow, so much meaner than I was to her.
Regina George level.
It's so
This
mean.
is the burn book.
It's okay. She doesn't care. She cares a little bit, but not really. This act of
I hope she
mercy
doesn't.
is
Turn
purely
on
out of
extra.
consideration for your delicate sensibilities, and not at all due to any disgust at the thought of witnessing such a spectacle. Wow, so mean. Alas, there is simply not enough time to troll for all the shrimp that would be required to sate your considerable appetite at the reception.
That last part is fair.
Yeah, that is fair. She's right. There isn't enough. And the lack of fire protection in the great chapel, which would surely be needed to extinguish the flames that would surely sprout from your very being upon entry.
But
is a risk.
Invited.
I know. Is a risk I'm unwilling to take. In closing, my dearest sweet Bastion, I must express my sincerest hope that you will find solace in the knowledge that your absence will be felt by absolutely no one.
Tweet that.
With all due insincerity and a modicum of disdain, Lady Lysana Ellie.
We need to frame that and save it for a
Can
time
I look
when we
at
can
it?
tell
Can
the
I
prince
touch
about it. This is so beautiful.
Oh, that was so mean. That is way meaner than I was to her.
This is
And
the
over our
prettiest,
heads, I pressed it into
meanest
shape.
letter I've
A
ever
goat
seen.
jumping over a fence.
What the fuck?
Oh my god.
This is the most.
It was the goat
Beautiful.
from the
No, I
letter.
get it.
From
I
the
Let,
get
let
it.
the hatred flow through you.
The most beautiful, angry letter I've
Vivian
ever
is
seen.
laughing out loud. at the
That
table.
is pretty.
And that is where we will end this session for the evening.
Brutal.
That was so
As Baz
mean.
gets completely snubbed and destroyed personally
Seriously
by
destroyed.
Lady Lozana, the future princess and future queen of
I'm obsessed.
Esperin.
I'm obsessed
Oh,
with this letter.
she's not the future queen.
Clearly not.
She
She
just
has
come
no
in and say,
tact.
I object.
And that is where we'll end the session.
You mean
Okay.
actual wedding invitation?
Okay, that was to Baz, not to Shannon. It's to Baz, not
We will
to Shannon.
see, we'll see you next
Baz.
week.
Next time.
Baz, not to Shannon. It's to Baz, not to
Your best
Shannon.
friend wrote that.
I know, my best friend wrote